not a fight. Over 20 unexpected characters in one big brawl. Now that's a fight. Super Smash Bros. Melee. Only for Nintendo GameCube. Rated T for teen.
Just isn't enough time in the day. Time to fight the traffic, to get to a job I can't possibly get done from 9 to 5. Time to run to the bank, stop at the post office, rush home, cook and clean. Mommy! Oh. Well, tonight, McDonald's is making my family dinner. Because there's no way I can tell these big brown eyes that Mommy doesn't have time.
Do you have a cold?
I have a cold and I feel lousy. A stuffy nose, a runny nose, sore throats, cough.
Will you take 2 Comtrex tablets?
I just want to feel back to normal.
The fact is, not Alka-Seltzer Plus, not Contact. None of these can do what Comtrex multi-symptom cold reliever can, because all by itself it relieves every major cold symptom.
I feel great, and I'm going to go back to work again.
Darrell Larson has just found out what it means when we say Comtrex. That's all, nothing else. From Bristol Myers.
Rebel, rebel.
A silky smooth shave in or out of the shower. The Remington Wet Dry.
Do you know how much sprinkles you've got? More from this can than you thought. Fill a bowl from a Pringles can. Got as much as this bag. Amazing, man. Can you believe how much Pringles you got? So pop, the Pringles don't stop. Get the great taste you want, not the greasy mess this bag's got. Pringles, once you pop, so much more than you ever thought. You can't stop.
Kellogg's Rice Krispies, the part of this complete breakfast that goes... Kellogg's Rice Krispies. Have you heard how good they are?
Ever seen such a beautiful house? So big, so perfect for Barbie. The Barbie pink and pretty house. Wow! Lovely kitchen, some patio sun. Even an attic. What fun! A glamorous bedroom, a terrace with a view. Ooh! So many rooms in your house, Barbie. So big, so beautiful. Let's have a party. The Barbie pink and pretty house.
House comes with patio furniture. Parents put it together. Dolls, car, other furniture, and play pieces not included.
What's hot in the world today? What's hot? Movies.
What's the rage? Music, entertainment, style, hot topics from Pepsi.
What's hot in entertainment? Digital entertainment on the web. It's TV you watch with a mouse instead of a remote control. It's cyber television like you've never seen, like Den.net. 30 original 6-minute shows you can only watch with a modem. So get rid of your remote and click on Den.net. It's television for the net generation. What's hot in tech? Sega Dreamcast. Get ready for the most realistic, sonic speeding, big skin spiking, round ball jamming, aggro skating system on the planet. There's even a built-in modem, so you can wire to the web and play anyone, cross-town or cross-country. Experience visual reality. Look for more hot topics coming soon.
New Coronet Angel Soft Bath Tissue. We've asked some spokes angels to tell you what most impresses them about it. New 2-layer Angel Soft Bath Tissue, in the inimitable words of those who have tried it, is Angel Soft Soft.
Are you concerned about losing more hair? Do you wonder how much further it will go? Do you wish you could do something about it? Well, there's a pill for men with certain types of hair loss. It's called Propecia. In clinical studies, the vast majority of men, 83%, maintain their current hair count, and most, 66%, regrew some hair. Take it daily and you could see results in as little as 3 months. Propecia is for men only. A small number of men experience certain sexual side effects. Each occurred in less than 2% of men. Women who are or may potentially be pregnant must not use it or handle broken tablets because of the risk of a specific kind of birth defect. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist and read the consumer information they can provide. For a free brochure on Propecia, call toll-free 1-888-94-MERC. It will give you more facts and show you clinical before and after photos. You can also receive a list of doctors in your area. Propecia, helping make hair loss history.
I'm on the subway with Ricky when he says,
I had Reese for breakfast.
Get out. For breakfast?
Yeah, Reese Puff cereal.
So I try some, and it tastes like a Reese cup. It's like a chocolatey peanut butter express.
Reese Puffs, part of this good breakfast.
It's Reese for breakfast.
In vigilante justice. But while fighting crime may seem exciting, it isn't always glamorous. Inside the secret warehouse. You have to be very careful. It's very dark in here. It's dangerous. Watch out!
My boob! Stop it! My ears fell off! Quit it! Ow! 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 I just had that worked on! Stop your costume! Stupid! I hate you, but at least my costume has pants!
Don't stop.
Come on. Oh, for crap's sake. I mean, we're fighting crime here, people. Will you lock on the door? This is ridiculous. So before you decide to be a costume crime fighter, remember this. Sometimes being a superhero isn't so super.
We're here!
All right, how do I land this thing? Okay, this isn't the cockpit.
Now, according to my research...
You son of a bitch!
Oh my god! It's the Sega Summer Sizzle. Buy a Sega Genesis system before July 1st and get a free powered base converter. It lets you play over 120 Sega Master and Genesis games. You also get an extra Genesis game or 2 Sega Master games, up to an $80 value. Free! Wait, you already own a Genesis system? Buy 2 Genesis games and choose either the Power Base Converter, a 3rd Genesis game, or 2 Sega Master games. Free! It's summer, dudes! And this is hot.
Future bring from Nintendo. More hits like Super Mario Brothers. Arcade hits like Kung Fu. Nintendo has the most video game hits. Hogan's Alley, Duck Hunt, and more like baseball and Excite Bike. And you can play them only on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Now you're playing with power.
When you need to get out of a jam,
They've probably got Russell. There is no other explanation.
you can always count on the girl in the pearls to try and help out.
Mimi's got a plan.
Her intentions are good. What the? As for the results,
Mr. and Mrs. Crabdinkle, welcome home.
what about Mimi? Tomorrow morning at 9:30. Telitude. It's unreal.
Shining shoes. Someday Paul will be a famous chef. He will invent a new wonder food. See? Garden Burger, the burger with no meat. Uh-oh. Paul's testing them on truck drivers and construction workers. Surprise! They are tasty and good. Now Paul's famous. He's on TV. He is loved by millions, especially cows. Discover Garden Burger. All natural, really tasty, end of story. Because eating good just got great.
Missed Larry lately. You've missed a lot.
even for the president. If you're going to take
You never know who's going to drop in.
So let's give them their money's worth. The vice president.
So check out Larry, weeknights, 9 Eastern on CNN.
Hey, be careful!
I say stars.
Too lazy to change the channel. It's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Welcome back to X-Play.
We are back with a sequel to 2002's Pro Race Driver.
Except the sequel is called Toka Race Driver 2. It's a European thing.
So is being stinky. Anyway, they changed the name, but that's not the important part. The important part is that it has licensed cars that show damage and it affects performance.
Yes, after playing game after game where you can drive a Mustang into a wall or off a cliff with nary a scratch, it's nice to see a game where you can totally destroy real cars, and it feels good.
Oh, so good. Here's our preview of Toka Race Driver 2.
Now, when Darwin came along, he proposed an inversion of the standard way of thinking that was much more dramatic than switching from driving on the left to driving on the right. And he didn't have Swedish bureaucrats to plan the move. So the world was hit with Darwin unprepared. And wherever you get these collision zones between the Darwinian inversion and the old pre-Darwinian non-inverted attitude, that's where you make problems. And that's where tempers flare up and where people misinterpret each other badly. Recently, the Pope has declared that evolution is a fact. But he then says, except for the human soul. You can't get, by Darwinian means, to the human soul. The way many non-religious people, many atheistical people say is, well, I can see how Darwinian processes can explain the evolution of design in the natural world, but I don't see how it can explain, the creativity of a Shakespeare or the insight of an Einstein. I don't see how it can explain the wondrous workings of the mind. Well, part of me wants to say, what amazing hubris. You say that algorithmic processes can explain a nightingale, but not an ode to a nightingale. You think an ode to a nightingale, a poem, is that much more wonderful than a real nightingale? You don't know enough about nightingales. If algorithmic processes can account for all the brilliant design that goes into making an actual nightingale, I think it can handle a poem too. One of the noblest facts about human beings.
For the holidays, what's your priority? Switch to Priority Mail from the U.S. Postal Service.
Undelivered so many of your holiday circulars, I thought I'd check out these Ace Best Buys myself. My wife will love the Chicago Cutlery Gourmet Sampler.
This Quality 2 knife set is just $9.77.
And a Sharp Solar Calculator for Scotty.
Best Buy price at just $5.88.
Ah, this 13-piece drill minder set for the old man.
It's only $4.88 with a $2 rebate.
I'll be back after rounds and pick them up.
Okay.
Oh, I feel like Santa myself. Oh.
This is the place with the helpful hardware men.
Xbox.
Nail enamel will never be the same. The new designer collection from Lakme, with a stunning range to choose from. Designer collection from Lakme. The difference is sensational.
The day I plugged into the big machine. West Coast overnight. About 40 hours. Wraps it all up together. Delivers it all the time. Global Trial System. I prove. There's not a trust system. Yes, it is. Internet, overnight, secret, useless. What can one do for you?
Watching the Coors Light channel.
See, people? That's why we don't sell them like that.
Mr. Smooth, looking good.
Oh, my O's were closed.
And now a Coors Light party prank.
Coors Light channel.
Made with the best hamburger in the business, biggie fries, and a cold drink. Now that's a meal.
Ski jumping, here I come. Uh-oh, ski jumping, there I go.
Wendy's quarter-pound single combo, now just $2.99.
Maybe I'll try the bobsled.
Got any Tylenol, Mike? No, but I've got this.
Oh, no thanks. My doctor says ibuprofen can interfere with my high blood pressure medication.
My dad uses these, and he takes medicine for his blood pressure.
My doctor told me to use Tylenol. I mean, it works great, and he says it's safer for me.
Wonder if my dad knows this.
If you're using ibuprofen, Tylenol may be better for you. Talk to your doctor.
Look, I'll see you in 8 hours, and I'll bring some Tylenol for your dad.
People, let's go. We got free masks for you today.
Free mask.
Get your free masks, people. You gotta learn to protect yourselves.
Free mask.
It's an epidemic going on out here.
Free mask.
Come on, people. Protect yourselves. It's not a joke. It's not a joke.
50,000 people die each year from secondhand smoke.
I worked where people smoked. I chose not to, but I got lung cancer anyway.
Want to break into a better game? Ready to get private lessons from the best? Want all this for an incredible deal? Then you're ready for Billiards Digest. Every month, Billiards Digest offers tips from the pros that you can't get anywhere else. That's 12 months for only $30. But we're not done. Act now and you'll receive an instructional video from the master himself, Robert Byrne. A $30 value, absolutely free. Call 1-888-313-POOL today and receive your free video and 12 months of Billiards Digest, all for only $30. It's what takes your game to the next level. Call today.
Squeeze those lemons, chop those herbs. All that chicken, it's superb. Shrimp on the grill, broiled and basted. It's the best I've ever tasted. Chicken and shrimp, together they're great. Now at Sizzler, one special taste. Sizzler, chicken and shrimp, together. Chicken and shrimp, Sizzler.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will return after these messages.
Wanted to take the castle back for France, and when Richard died in the year 1203, they began a siege. This is 9 months later.
So this stuff is all historically sound.
This is all based on true actual fact. It's a recreation of the real castle. This is one of the guards, which is one of the few remaining guards, and he meets a demise here from a stray arrow from one of the French soldiers coming over the wall. Yes, because as a time traveler, you're not supposed to be spotted by people. It may actually affect the future. What I want to do is I want to move from the top of the tower down inside so that you can see how that we're changing the lighting and the environment and also the audio. And when you play the game in a dark room with loud speakers, it becomes a very immersive environment. You get drawn into the story. It's very easy to lose yourself in the world.
Or can we jump into the future real quick and show me that future part of it?
Sure, absolutely. What I'll do is I'll recall to the future apartment, and this is 300 years in our future from today, and it'll give you a good example of how our industrial designers are creating worlds and visualizing some of the technology changes. As an example, in this particular room, you don't need a roof because force fields are evolved enough that as I look around, I'll be able to look up and see right out into the sky, and the thought is that people would like to live in natural daylight settings and such.
Okay, buried in time, and what kind of machine do I need to run it?
On a PC, it would take a 33 megahertz 486, and on a Mac, a 68040 or better.
All right, Michelle, thank you very much. All right, next I want to introduce you to another great piece of software for gamers, but also, by the way, a piece of hardware for gamers. Before I get to the computer, this is Josh Resnick of Activision. Josh is going to show us this gigantic new game called MechWarrior 2. The machine we're running it on here, I want to explain, is really a PC designed for game players. This is a sort of $3,000 dedicated game machine. It's a 133 megahertz Pentium. It's got a 6x CD-ROM drive, a 1.6 gig hard drive. It comes with built-in MPEG, 45-watt speakers, and it comes bundled with 11 great games, including Mech Warrior and Buried in Time, which we just saw before. So this is the gamer's PC. All right, let's see how it does on Mech Warrior 2. Tell us what the game's about, Josh.
Sure. And we have very, very limited quantities of the Darth Vader interactive bank. That's from, of course, the original set of 3 movies for under $30. There's actually 5 talking banks that have ever been released. Right. We have 4 of them in this show. C52967 and the Darth Vader, if we have time, will be coming up a little bit later on.
I love that one.
Coming up tomorrow, Judy Kroll is going to be joining you with Big Bold Gold. She has some great bamboo hoop earrings. Take a look at those. We'll be right back with more Star Wars.
This Monday is the only day in August our tri-color triple bamboo hoop earrings are available on Easy Pay. 3 separate hoop earrings in rose, yellow, and 14-karat gold have been joined together to create a hot tri-tone earring that looks great with any color or outfit in your wardrobe. These earrings are available for the introductory price of $108.96. And remember, you can break up your payments with Easy Pay. Look for them during Big Bold Gold, 2 hours this Monday starting at 11 a.m. Eastern on QVC.
To tell you about this method of exercise that helps you have a firmer stomach without sit-ups. It's called the tummy sizer method. Just clip on the tummy sizer and extend and contract your stomach muscles. The tummy sizer helps make sure you do this isometric exercise correctly, counting your reps as you firm your stomach. What's so fabulous about the tummy sizer method is that it works great even when you're in a relaxed position. For a firmer stomach without sit-ups, call toll-free now.
Music and video business training at the Art Institutes. 1-800-253-1600. 1-800-253-1600.
Here's America's weatherman, Willard Scott. We're all dreaming of a white Christmas, and I forecast the best Christmas ever, because this year you can enjoy all of your favorite Christmas songs and carols with the Treasury of Christmas from Time Life Music.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening?
Hark the herald angels sing.
The Time Life Treasury of Christmas is available on 3 records or 2 double-length cassette tapes for $19.99, or on 2 compact discs for only $26.99.
To order, credit card customers call 1-800-237-3000 or send just $19.99 for albums or cassettes, $26.99 for compact discs, plus $4 shipping to Treasury of Christmas, P.O. Box 4550, Omaha, Nebraska.
Our video pick of the week, and my choice this week was produced by Tim Burton, the same offbeat talent who directed Ed Wood. The name of the movie is The Nightmare Before Christmas, and it tells the story of Jack Skellington, the most prominent citizen of Halloween Town, who begins to envy the neighboring citizens of Christmas Town because they get presents and have a lot more fun.
We pick up an oversized sock and hang it like this on the wall. Oh, yes. Does it still have a foot?
Let me see. Let me look. Is it rotted and covered with dirt?
The movie is made in an unusual and very effective form of animation called stop motion, in which real figures are moved very slightly between every shot to give the illusion of lifelike movement.
Reports are pouring in from all over the globe that an imposter is shamelessly impersonating Santa Claus, mocking and mangling this joyous holiday.
The Nightmare Before Christmas is our home video pick of the week, and now let's take another look at the movies we reviewed on this show. 2 Thumbs Down on the River Wild, with Meryl Streep leading her family on a dangerous river trip. The movie was too predictable and with some major gaps in logic. A split decision on Jason's Lyric, which I thought worked as a drama and a sweet love story. Jean liked the love story but thought the crime story was over the top. 2 big thumbs up for the unique Ed Wood, a film that will be especially entertaining for people who like cheerful trashiness in those old B movies. We love this film, and this film loves the movies. 2 thumbs down, though, for The Scout, a baseball comedy that starts funny and goes downhill real fast. And 2 more thumbs down for the silly Polynesian adventure Rapa Nui, although I admit I felt some affection for the movie just because of its sheer goofiness. And so the real discovery this week is Ed Wood.
That's it for this week. Next week we'll be back with reviews of more new movies, including the romantic comedy Only You, starring Robert Downey Jr. and Marissa Tomei. What?
That's a first. Got a minute?
And Pulp Fiction with Bruce Willis, Uma Thurman, John Travolta.
Big surprises of this day, Tampa Bay's overwhelming win against Atlanta. And the upset in the Astrodome, the Boilers knocking off one of the preseason favorites to go deep into the playoffs, the Los Angeles Rams.
Certainly two surprises. One surprise for us as we get a report now that Warner may be back into the game. And that's good news for all those Seattle fans who are really concerned, as they should be, for their great running start.
That's a quick rehab. Here's the flea flicker. Elway wide open is Johnson. Touchdown, Denver. Loves that play. Elway to Sewell. Steve Sewell lateraling back to Elway. And Vance Johnson 15 yards deep behind the Seattle secondary. Harless adds the extra point. And the man they say is perhaps the best in the game at quarterback, Elway. 4 touchdown passes. Got 416 yards in offense, and you're still in the third period. And you get a 4th touchdown throw from Star Elway. 92 yards in 6 plays, so a fumble going the other way. Seattle appeared to be about to score to tighten the game, and Denver hits them with a big one. Harless to Edmonds. He's going to...
More SpongeBob coming up. Stay down.
Right now on Nick.com, a kid is snagging some video game tricks from the message boards. Another kid is splashing around the SpongeBob SquarePants super site. And another kid is groaning at a real groaner of a joke from the Joke Center. What else can you do right now? Grab your deck and shred your way down Rocket Power Big Air Mountain. Choose trick or slalom on 2 treacherous trails that'll put your carving skills to the ultimate test. Your Nick.com adventure is ready right now.
Watch out, more pranks are coming your way as our hour after hour after hour prankster marathon continues here on Disney Channel.
Hi, I'm America Ferrera from Gotta Kick It Up, and you're watching Disney Channel.
Goes left, goes right. Score! Yes! Who's the daddy?
Buy one, get one half off. On anything? Yeah, buy a pair of mules, get loafers half price. Buy boots for your husband, get a pair for yourself half price.
It's the buy one, get one half off sale. Good on everything in the store.
I've never seen this side of you before.
Doesn't it feel good? Pay less.
I don't want to grow up, I want to grow up. I don't want to grow up, I want to grow up. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. There's a million toys at Toys R Us that I can play with.
From Mattel Toys, the glamorous Happy Holiday Barbie, $39.78. And the Magic Nursery Newborn Doll. Discover if yours is a boy, girl, or twin. $25.99 each at Toys R Us.
On eBay.com and get preferred pricing on shipping from mailboxes, etc.
Introducing the new Chicken Fiesta Melt from Taco Bell. Grilled white meat chicken smothered in Fiesta salsa and 3 kinds of cheese melted just the way you like it. It's so good, it's practically perfect.
Oh. Thank you for sharing your information.
Great to talk with you. Thank you for your time. Interesting. As the city underwent changes, so did the burial style. It seems that cremation is now commonly accepted. I guess residents of these new complexes are the people who use these services.
Are you ready for a refreshing side trip? I'm heading for a tourist attraction away from Ulaanbaatar, a place that all Mongolians are said to visit at least once. Hello. Is this my taxi? Then I'm getting in. My destination is Erdene, an hour by car from Ulaanbaatar in the grasslands. I hear the place has ties with Genghis Khan, and it's a top tourist spot. I wonder what it's like. We're half an hour from Ulaanbaatar, and we're surrounded by grasslands. What a refreshing sight. Nomads herding their livestock. Hey, be careful not to get hit. Now, this is my image of Mongolia. Hey, Mr. Driver, it's getting quite bumpy. No wonder, the car is now running on the grass. Those white tents, I think they're gers. The nomads live in them.
Taco Bell's new Ultimate Chalupa. Layer on layer of carne asada steak, guacamole, sour cream, and fiesta salsa surrounded by a crispy, chewy chalupa shell. To experience the ultimate taste, think outside the bun.
I know so many friends. This one is my best friend, Sumo. And this one's my best friend, too, Jeff.
Touching.
You can be their friend, too.
Clarence.
It's worth it.
New series coming to Mondays in April. Only on Cartoon Network.
Well, you dig your Atari, but you're craving for new action. You want new excitement and you want satisfaction. Well, you're gonna feel better when you hear the news. M Network games are waiting for you. Cause M Network games are waiting for you.
Hi, Randy.
Well, hello.
It's thinking.
To teach them all. Are we having fun yet?
The ultimate weapons of the future. It's the mania in WrestleMania. A ferocious beast threatens the main event. The world's greatest superstars team up with a dog. Scooby-Doo WrestleMania Mystery, Tuesday on DVD, Blu-ray, and Digital HD, not rated.
What's a good boy? Come on. Come on. Fetch.
Just 3 colors from the yellow collection. Fresh from Dulux.
A change in leadership is required to produce a change in outcomes.
Our movement is about replacing a failed and corrupt political establishment with a new government controlled by you, the American people. The establishment has trillions of dollars at stake in this election. For those who control the levers of power in Washington, and for the global special interest They partner with these people that don't have your good in mind. The political establishment that is trying to stop us is the same group responsible for our disastrous trade deals, massive illegal immigration, and economic and foreign policies that have bled our country dry. The political establishment has brought about the destruction of our factories and our jobs as they flee to Mexico, China, and other countries all around the world. It's a global power structure that is responsible for the economic decisions that have robbed our working class, stripped our country of its wealth, and put that money into the pockets of a handful of large corporations and political entities. The only thing that can stop this corrupt machine is you. The only force strong enough to save our country is us. The only people brave enough to vote out this corrupt establishment is you, the American people. I'm doing this for the people and for the movement, and we will take back this country for you, and we will make America great again.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
When I eat, it's on the run. V8 isn't just juice, it's a full serving of the vegetables you need to keep you running on all 8 cylinders. How many cylinders are you running on?
Normally, I find chunk-style movies to be lacking in sustained impact almost by definition. But these sketches are something else. They may be star turns, but they are emotional powerhouses that describe the painful arc of the abortion debate over the last 40 years in this country. If These Walls Could Talk will play on HBO starting October 13th. I recommend you check it out.
I recommend people check it out too, Gene, but I think that afterwards I would like to have a long talk with the people I saw it with about the decisions made in each one of these 3 stories, because of course dramatically the decks are stacked in order to bring us around to the conclusion reached by or forced upon each of these 3 women. And therefore, it's not necessarily as relevant to the larger issue as it might be. In other words, you can see how this woman's story or this woman's story turned out this way or that way, but you don't want to necessarily generalize from that, which is the danger with the movie.
Well, you're not going to answer some of the tough questions.
No.
With one individual film, maybe
you're
you would have
not, no.
had the debate, but you could only have that debate, again, if you think about it, in a 1996 story.
Yes, you couldn't have had the debate when the movie starts with a Demi Moore character, and the movie is useful because it gives some historical perspective.
Exactly, that's what I
and
like.
because it encourages people to think about an issue in other than completely ideological
Exactly.
terms.
You can understand where people literally are coming from.
When we come back, the thumb goes round, and where it stops, nobody knows. Our new revolving thumb is next.
Makers of Coraline discover a supernatural family comedy that has critics in stitches. And audiences screaming for more.
Jeez, that was dramatic.
It's an instant classic. 4 stars. Hilarious. The year's best. The most fun you'll have with ghosts and zombies all year.
Don't make me throw this hummus. It's spicy.
Paranorman, rated PG. Also available in 3D. Watch it on demand and digital download. Weeks before Redbox and Netflix.
Ready for the chase scene? Action!
You can make believe you're in the movies with McDonald's Making Movies Happy Meal. There are 4 different toys to get things rolling, one with each Happy Meal you buy.
Cut! Makeup! I'm sorry. Me too.
To the mighty cave. The mayor wasn't kidding. All we have here is a pile of dirt. The Computron computer building has completely vanished.
Yeah, and it's disappeared, too.
I thought I just said that. Come on, Yuck. Let's see if we can find something. Hey, boo-boo-boo-boo-boo. This anthill gives me an idea.
What are you gonna do? Talk to the ants?
You got it, pal. And I'm going to use my mighty ant translator to do it. Boo-boo-boo-boo-boo-boo. Anybody home?
Nobody home but us ants.
Yuck, you stay here while I go down for some information.
No problem, mighty master. I got an A in staying at training school. And I also got an A in spying.
I need your help. Can you tell me what happened to the building that used to be here?
You mean the one Anthead stole a few hours ago?
Anthead. I should have known he was behind this.
Yes, and we hope you stop him soon. Yes, before he gives all of us ants a bad name.
Yuck! We've got to find Anthead. He must be hiding underground. And I have an idea where we can start looking.
You know I'd follow you anywhere, mighty man. But what are we doing down here?
These sewers will take us underneath the entire city. Take out the radar receiver and we'll be able to locate Anthead.
Anthead, we've got trouble. Mighty Man and Yuck are down here snooping around.
Then we'll just have to take care of that mini-man and his mangy sidekick. Launch the ant boat.
Look, Mighty Man, we must be getting closer to Anthead.
You can say that again. Anthead is right behind us.
They can't get away.
We'll see who captures whom, Anthead.
3 Guys Plumbing.
For clogs at their worst.
Oh, it's for you.
Liquid Plumber is the plumber to call first.
You remember those great old Sunday dinners when the family used to come in from everywhere?
Dinah, the Holly Palms Roaster commercial.
Oh, you are a Holly Farms Sunday best roaster. That's what I'm going to call you, you sweet thing.
Dinah, tell him it has a pop-up timer. It's meatier than most other chickens and so juicy it's naturally self-basting.
Can you imagine how much easier it would have been then?
Okay, then tell him America is cooking with Holly Farms.
Sunday best roaster.
And every bite tastes like Sunday.
And Mama said, never put your elbows on the table.
Gee, Dinah.
Probably nobody. Pleasant young fellow. We visited with him yesterday. It's a gratifying piece of work, and of course the people in Philadelphia aren't enjoying this scene. Watch how quickly he turns back up.
But you're also going to see he makes a cut here. Now watch the hit that McFadden gets right there. Bam!
And Merriman.
They just look for kickers to go after. It's like a quarterback throwing an interception. There they pick him up going down the field.
They replay it here. That's the reason for the crowd noise. They replayed it on the video board. And meanwhile, Terry Hogue is up walking off with 11 seconds remaining in the half. 3 punts, 30 yards plus. Some year, huh? Previously, his longest was 44 yards. But this one was 75 yards.
You know, the Eagles have been in this football game offensively and defensively, and one of those intangibles in football is the emotion in the play of your special teams. You get an individual effort by somebody to make big plays, and it turns the entire momentum of the football game around.
Norm Johnson will kick it off. Crawford is deep, along with Tatalotasi. Or the Eagles have their work cut out in the second half. Split kick, and it's covered. It's a legal kick. It went more than the 10 yards, and the Eagles have it. Only 1 second went off of the clock because it doesn't start till someone touches it.
This is where they have that. You know, we saw last week New England beat L.A. with a Hail Mary pass. I don't know if that was a real smart thing to do. You might want to kick the ball down the field a little bit more.
I agree with you.
With the arm of Randall Cunningham, you know, he's only 50 yards from the end zone. He can do that in a heartbeat. They'll line Mike Quick up and Kenny Jackson, Bobby Duckworth all on one side and just put that thing up for you can have it, I don't want it, it's all right by me.
Clyde Simmons is the one who took that kickoff.
I used to hate this as a quarterback. It almost invariably ends up in an interception.
Perfect if you could cook sausage in under a minute that tastes like fresh cooked. Now you can.
Jimmy Dean Fresh Taste Fast Sausage. Now in Country Maple Spicy Blend and Southwest Style Grill. Fresh Taste Fast. Guaranteed.
Everybody needs a hobby. So what's yours? Resurrection.
One's going to Grandma's house. This one's winning a 4-day, 2,000-mile endurance race.
Are getting killed, and that's supposed to show that time is passing and the conflict is going on. Yeah. And I thought that the dramatic parts were so interesting that, oddly enough, the action just slowed things down.
That's it. And yeah, the whole group called the Cowboys. Yeah. Isn't that what they call it? The Cowboys, the bad guys? They were the least interesting aspect in the film. It was interesting. You wanted more of the personal stories. Coming up next, our video pick of the week, a 30-year-old movie classic, finally released on home video.
Want to keep a job, boy?
Mr. Crafty, my new garage looks beautiful. How much do I owe you?
Well, there were a few extras we hadn't included, $275.
Don't begin a repair job before you understand all the costs involved. For a free copy of the booklet, Fixing Up Your Home, write to HUD, Washington, D.C., 20410, or see your local FHA-approved lender.
So the total comes to about $83,000.
My new garage looks beautiful anyway.
Subaru Tribeca has a great interior.
Award-winning, actually. Backup camera. It handles better than our car. But then again, it does have all-wheel drive standard, 256 horsepower engine, top safety pick award, DVD player, third row seats, and 4 cargo area tie-down hooks.
I love it when you talk car.
The all-new Tribeca, starting at just $29,995.
Lease the all-new 2008 Subaru Tribeca for only $319 per month.
Violin. Slap bass. Piccolo. Trombone. Now all together. I was cheating.
You make one move. And that's just where he's going.
Somebody, I don't care who, tell me what is going on.
How are you gonna spring us?
I have no idea.
There are many mysteries, many unanswerable questions, even in a life as short as yours.
My destiny rests in your capable hands.
Hey, I'll do my best.
Oh, God, is this really happening?
Skip to cold relief fast. Alka-Seltzer Plus Power Max Gels with 25% more concentrated power.
Oh, what a relief it is.
So fast.
Ever since I took a sip of my drink from Taco Bell and won the all-new Xbox Series X, unimaginable power is at my fingertips. It might be too much for some, but turns out I was made for this.
Calvin, why do you keep talking like that?
Like what? Get a medium or large drink from Taco Bell and you too can enter for a chance to win the all-new Xbox Series X.
The Billboard Music Awards are back, and guess who's hosting again?
2 pieces of it from your Uncle Fester. Watch the Addams Family next. And whatever you do, don't look in the closet. Oh, I love that gag.
As you can see from that script, your new show's gonna have it all.
Right, yeah. Get to do some karate. Good, some close-ups on my hair. That's good. Some flexing. Show off those muscles, man.
Something wrong?
Well, yeah, something's wrong. You forgot the hot little mama side chick. I'm not gonna do a show without someone with curves standing next to me.
We'll see what we can do.
Oh, a boy, his name is Zach. His microchips are out of whack. He built a Blacktron Cadillac. He's Zach, the Lego maniac. He sent his cosmic fleet to Mars. He's out there cruising with the stars. His mind is lost in outer space. A Legoland basket case. Zach, he's a Lego maniac. Zach, he's a Lego maniac.
Now Lego Maniacs can get the new Legoland monorail, only on Earth.
When Mrs. McKinley brought home new improved Tang instant breakfast drink, orange juice got squeezed out because the little McKinleys prefer new Tang.
Bagel gets you going. Sizzling sausage, melted cheese, and a fresh egg. It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's. Commuting together.
7:24, my feet are hitting the floor. 7:30, time to tie my shoe. At 7:34, I'm out the door. Cut to 7:42. Next stop, McDonald's, breakfast by the hand. That tasty biscuit sandwich fits right into my plan by the hand. Hot and fresh. Breakfast sandwich best. It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's. Breakfast by the hand.
I'm out of here, man.
Come back here, you. It's the Simpsons from Mattel.
Don't have a cow, Homer. Not so fast. Eat my shorts, Nelson. Eat this. Can it, Simpson?
The Simpsons figures, sofa, and boob tube sold separately, only from Mattel.
I caramba!
Handshake?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, well, what kind of club is that? Hey, wait a minute. I paid to be in a club. I want a secret handshake.
I want the
I always think of Ralph and Ed going off in the honeymooners to the raccoon lodge.
Oh, yes.
Did you see all the items I've got?
I've been collecting for a while.
Oh, yes. I've got all the Star Wars cards, trading cards.
Right.
And I got the Millennium Falcon. I got a puzzle, which I'm trying to put together.
Right.
You know, it's interesting, Kathy, the puzzles, when they were first made by Kenner back in 1978, they were one of the hottest, along with the action figures, they were one of the hottest items they had. And they figure in 1978, they made over 1 billion crossword puzzle pieces for the crosswords.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah. Yeah, so you've got
so hang on to all that stuff.
Really?
I also got the action figures, too.
Well, there you go.
I've got almost everything.
People are paying sometimes upwards of $100 a piece for some of the action figures, depending on which one and
if
which
they're
condition.
in the package, if they're mint in the box. Yeah.
Kathy, thank you for the phone call today.
Thank you for letting me talk to y'all.
Okay, bye,
And
Kathy.
Bye,
Pleasure.
Mark. See you later.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Right now, the poster, now it's well over 500 of these ordered. C10-887, $26.25. Stay with us. A lot more Star Wars collectibles still to come.
You're watching QVC, the enjoyable way to shop.
Now we... Hey! My dinner! How you get so big eating food of this kind? Listen, friend, we didn't mean to land in that puddle, and if we could get our ship out, we would, but we can't. Oh, So you cannot get your ship out. Hey, get out of there! Oh. Get your ship out! Hey, get out of there! 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 Hey, get No! Oh. Hey, you could have broken this. Don't do that.
Oh, that's great. That is great. Anyway, the Jedi Code. There is no emotion, there is peace.
The Crunch of the Week is brought to you by Nintendo. With Nintendo, you're playing with power.
How appropriate, the Crunch of the Week features the Auto Value King Crunch in one of his biggest victories as he knocks off Bigfoot.
Yeah, but one of the big stories here is look how hard both drivers drove out the back door. Brad does tag the inside wall.
The program is brought to you by The Search for Santa Paws, now available on Disney Blu-ray Combo Pack, DVD, and movie download.
Get ready to meet Santa's best friend forever.
I'm Paws from the North Pole.
Yeah, Mom, and that'd be the Tooth Fairy. Disney's The Search for Santa Paws.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Merry Christmas, everybody.
On Disney Blu-ray DVD Combo Pack today.
CBS. First it grabbed you.
Don't reject me now, Brock. You'll live to regret it.
Now it won't let you go.
You're a monster.
CBW next.
Someone's trying to kill Mountie Frazier.
There's plenty of times that I want to kill you, and I'm your best friend.
Now it's no more Mr. Nice Guy.
I don't give a damn.
An unexpected turn. Due south. Then, the victims are cops.
Serial cop killer.
And the murderer could be closer than anyone could imagine.
She fits the description.
Do or Die, CBS Friday.
Happy birthday, Grandpa.
Now, I know you, Grandpa. Don't you touch these crescents. Keep your hands off.
Yes, my sweet. Pillsbury Crescents. Nothing makes a meal more special than Pillsbury Crescent rolls.
Grandpa, Pillsbury Crescent rolls.
It's my birthday.
Scientifically formulated to speed carbs and electrolytes back into your body. Gatorade. There's a reason this stuff was created.
The producers of Highlander were crazy enough to give you a $100 Highlander bonus package free. That's right, we'll send you the internationally acclaimed classic Highlander original movie on VHS or DVD free. We'll also include Highlander 2, the Renegade version, free. And as if that weren't enough, we're also giving away The Gathering, the ultimate Highlander episode starring both Christopher Lambert and Adrian Paul. Could it get any better? It can. As a final touch, we're including the Watcher Chronicles in this unprecedented giveaway. You'll get those 4 fabulous gifts worth over $100 free. What's the catch? We want your opinion. When your free gifts arrive, fill in a postcard questionnaire regarding a new upcoming Highlander series. In addition,
Blades goes limping to the sideline. Seahawks receiving corps having difficulty. Craig takes off and dives for the first down. He can play cards. He can pass and he can run.
You know, the main reason a team like this is this hard to beat in this stadium, it is a dome. The crowd gets into the game. And when the crowd is behind you as a home team, you love it. You play harder. You do a little bit extra, and this crowd can actually get more effort out of the football team, and Chuck Knox there knows that. He uses this stadium as a real tool for his team.
Craig's rushed 3 times now for 21 yards. 1 setback on first down at the 35-yard line of Phoenix. Craig's sideliner, diving grab by Scanzi, coming back well to a low-thrown ball. Pickup of about 9.
We said it last time, they were doing the same thing, driving down the field on the Cardinals. They're showing great patience. 11.5 minutes to go right now. Scanzi's getting that cushion that the Cardinal receivers are getting. You can't give that to a receiver in the NFL. He just pushes the guy off. He's not within 8 yards by the time he catches this ball.
How much of that do you think has to do with their lead? Would they be playing tighter in a different situation in the score?
I seriously would not think so. I think coaches go into the game with certain game plans, and this is part of their game plan at this part of the game.
On 2nd and 2, the Cardinals stack them up. Clasby and the linebacker Anthony Bell. Shutting down Warner. And still a 3-point margin, Chicago over Minnesota, but the Giants have opened a 10-point lead over Detroit. Houston leading San Diego, and the Rams on top of Indianapolis. Tampa Bay clinging to a 3-point lead into the fourth quarter against the 49ers.
You talk about playing on the road. If the Giants win the National League West.
I'm telling you the truth. Where'd you get that?
A friend. Or should I say your friend?
You know, I don't know what you're talking about. Put the gun down.
You know, he made the same mistake you did, Jack. He thought with that thing between his legs, and now you're going to end up just like him, dead.
I thought the structure of Faithful was totally predictable. You just know that if the hitman's got out to hit her, that she's going to charm him. Also, the structure, I think, took away from the ideas being discussed, marriage and faithfulness. Faithful originally was a stage play, and it does seem overly written when translated to the screen. I like seeing Cher again. I want to see her get out of those infomercials and back on the big screen where she belongs. I enjoyed the opening scenes of this picture, but eventually I think Faithful just wears out its welcome. A mixed but negative review for me.
Yeah, mixed but negative for me too, and for mostly the same reasons. You know, Cher was really at the top of her form as an actress when she quit for some reason. I mean, she had Academy Award nominations and everything else.
Wonderful, yeah.
It wasn't like she couldn't get work. And why would somebody decide to spend 6 years selling cosmetics on television? It couldn't have, maybe it was just the money. I don't know.
I mean,
she belongs in the movie. She's good as a movie actress. She's good here. The movie isn't so great, but, you know.
Moonstruck, I mean, I don't know how you could... I would think that you would be able to leverage yourself off of Moonstruck to do anything. Yeah. Silkwood, I mean, she really has all the weapons, and I'm glad she's starting to use them. I wish she'd picked a better picture.
Okay, when we come back, liberals invite conservatives to dinner, but don't drink the wine at the Last Supper.
¿Pacientes con trastornos de identidad? Él es Andrés. Él cree que es un pájaro carpintero. Él es Julio. No, Julio, no. Él cree que es el chupacabras. Y ellos creen que son pollos Foster Farms.
Somos frescos y naturales.
Para ser un pollo Foster Farms, hay que ser fresco y natural de verdad.
The defense took less than 3 hours to close its case in the Tara Burke trial today. Tomorrow the jury starts deliberations that could result in prison sentences of more than 500 years for each of the two defendants. Details on these stories and all the news tonight at 10.
A hairy situation for Miami and Indianapolis. Both teams needed to win, but the Colts got it done. Jack Trudeau, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 touchdown passes. Colts win next week. They're in the playoffs. They beat Miami 40.
Fantastic flowers made by me. What are you doing? I'm making a beautiful bouquet of flowers. How? With my Fantastic Flowers flower making set. Wow, so many colors. They smell pretty. Fantastic flowers made by me. Look what we made, Mom. Fantastic. Fantastic flowers made by me. Fantastic Flowers flower making set comes with everything here. Refills sold separately.
Customer service to roofing supplies. Customer service to roofing supplies.
Like trying stuff out before you buy it? Well, at Best Buy, you can try out all the latest high-tech stuff. Actually, that's half the fun. Best Buy. Go ahead. Turn on the fun.
He's got the one girl everyone wants.
We could have saved some for the honeymoon.
What are you saying, Gil?
But one lie
She's your sister.
tore them apart.
She is not his sister.
Now, he's got to prove it.
You are the sick man. No, I'm going to dial 911.
Because the guys that brought you Mary
I'm not your mother.
have done it again.
Check out my banner!
Say It Isn't So. Rated R. March 16th, only in theaters.
Here's character revitalizes this dying southern town as part of his own attempt to rehabilitate himself. It's a close call, but a marginal thumbs down from me.
A thumbs down for me, too. And you know, it's strange because presumably the film would play differently to someone who had not seen The Return of Martin Gere. You and I both had, and I'm sure that we, as a result, had to compare the two films. And you know, the strange thing is, the other film, which takes place in the Middle Ages during the 100 Years' War, is more believable because in those days people were more superstitious and less in touch with reality. Maybe they lived on a more spiritual level. This movie, which is in relatively modern times, the Civil War, has all kinds of moments in it when you just can't believe that people are behaving the way they're believing. And for me, the entire courtroom scene at the end was bad because it's clear it's absolutely clear to everyone in the courtroom and everyone in the audience that a mistake is being made, and nobody says anything. I could not accept that.
Yeah, Roger, I want to tell you, just to clear up the point, because, you know, the filmmakers are saying, well, you know, you guys are comparing it to a great film, and the average person won't. The first time I saw this picture, I saw it twice. The first time I saw it, I did not recall that this was the one that this was the adaptation. I knew there long ago that one was planned. I didn't know this was the picture. So I saw it afresh, and I still had a problem with it. And as I watched the two of them act it out, you know what I mean about them being familiar? Didn't you see Jodie Foster and Richard Gere there walking through something?
In the other film, the woman was played by Natalie Bay, and she was so simple and so touching in her love for this stranger who comes back from the war. And it seemed to me that in this new film, everybody was just too knowing about what was going on.
Well, also, we're dealing with Gere and Foster, who are two probably the smartest actors around. Smart in real life, okay? And to play smart characters, and that's why it's hard to suspend disbelief.
Okay, when we come back, The Vanishing, about a woman who seems to disappear into thin air.
Did it ever occur to you that maybe she doesn't want to be found?
Warrior Challenge. Modern recruits learn to live and fight as ancient warriors. There's serious combat and killer culture shock.
How you gonna sleep with 9 people on top of you?
Can they endure the Warrior Challenge?
Tuesday at 9 on GPTV.
Films and the Black Filmmaker Foundation. For information, call 212-219-7267 or visit our website at www.abff.com.
Right? Of
course. To stop her summer from being a bummer, Judy Moody will break all the rules.
You are sick. Sick awesome.
Judy Moody in the Not Bummer Summer, rated PG.
Values.
What? I didn't say anything.
That's the baby's nickname. What?
Rated PG-13. Starts Friday, November 19th at theaters everywhere.
GameCube。ボールと猿とバナナがある。さて、君ならどうする？
はい。バナナを食べてから猿をバカにします。
それだとボールが余ってしまう。
あ、そっか。ではバナナを食べると見せかけてボールを食べます。
猿が余る。
あ、そっか。
ボールに入った猿を転がしてバナナを取る。スーパーモンキーボール。
ではボールを食べると見せかけて猿を。違う。
When it comes to brothers, there's a fine line between love and hate.
And you know what side I'm on.
Richard Roundtree guest stars on an all-new Rock Tuesday.
This cream cheese dip will win first prize with my secret ingredient. Paste pistache sauce ain't no secret. I use paste in my queso dip. Just add paste to Velveeta cheese spread and microwave.
Shoot, paste pistache sauce will line up any dip. I got a secret ingredient. That stuff made in New York City. New York City!
Pick up your party dips. Pick up the pace.
That's one secret you ought to keep the lid on.
New York, 1997. The entire city is a walled maximum security prison. The bridges are mined. The rivers are patrolled. And the United States Police Force has everything under control.
You make it do tricks?
Good. Good. Go. Hi. Booger. Go. The booger goes in Bo's nose.
Whoa! You are a worthy pupil, Grasshopper. Yeah, you're ready to learn the bare butt boogie.
I don't know how to get my training pants off.
Are you two boys playing nice? Uh-huh. I'll show you how to shake those diapers loose. Snaps or zippers have no doubter. There ain't no pants I can't get out of. spirit. Simpsons share the Christmas spirit. Give your best to everyone. The spirit of the city, filled with splendor, filled with fun. Give the Simpsons spirit. Simpsons shimmering, glittering, sparkling, glimmering. The spirit of today. Give the Simpsons spirit. Simpsons.
Awfully. For when it comes to protection, one shouldn't mess around. New Right Guard Clear Gel. Anything less would be uncivilized.
Sweeping, soaring, spinning. It's the ride of your life from Six Flags Magic Mountain, HBO, and Cinemax. You'll flip for HBO. Original movies, championship sports, and award-winning series. If you like movies, you'll flip for Cinemax, the best network for movies on cable. Now, get HBO or Cinemax and get one free adult ticket to Six Flags Magic Mountain. Get HBO and Cinemax and get an additional coupon good for $8 off weekday general admission.
Save 50% when you order HBO and Cinemax. Call now.
Save $500 during our minivan safety leadership sale.
Turn it up. Portable stereos devour power. But the music goes on and on with Rayovac Renewal, a new kind of alkaline battery created to be reusable.
In the future, all dogs will be able to talk like Astros. Try teaching your dog to say,
Ever since I was a little girl, I knew I wanted to fly, and when I got the opportunity to fly jets, I just had to go for it. I wanted to buy a fun car that kind of gave everyone else on the road an impression of my personality. And therefore I was looking for something fun and sporty and sleek and looked like it could possibly take off if given the proper runway.
The following announcement is for honorably discharged U.S. veterans age 18 to 59. The toll-free number shown on your screen is used to respond to the following. Do not, repeat, do not miss this important information exclusively for veterans. Veterans of all branches of service and spouses of qualified veterans stand by for complete details.
Already over 2 million veterans have called to find out how this card can serve them exclusively. Hi, I'm Don Shula. If you're a veteran age 18 to 59 or the spouse or widow of a vet, write down this toll-free number because one quick phone call can bring you all the facts about a plan that offers you a choice of 10, 20, up to $50,000 of term life benefits. $50,000 for under $10 a month. Since your spouse is also eligible, your total family protection can reach up to $100,000. All this at affordable veterans rates. In a matter of days, an information package will be sent directly to your home. In it, you'll find all you need to apply right away. In fact, you don't even have to take a medical exam. As a veteran, you owe it to yourself to get the facts about this important offer. So call now.
Veterans, call now. 1-800-257-1234. That's 1-800-257-1234. Operators are standing by. Call 1-800-257-1234.
Hey, Squirt. Lego my ego.
Getting an Eggo would be so much easier if I were big. I mean big!
Hey, Squirt. Lego my... Ah!
A little in each square, please. I get syrup on it just the way I like it. Every piece would be perfectly cut on the lines.
This okay, sir?
Each bite would be exceptionally delicious. Yeah, that would be nice.
Eggo waffles, part of a good breakfast.
Hey, Squirt.
Ah!
Escape to a world of enchantment. Run with the wonders of nature. Swim in our crystal clear waters. See things you've never seen before in the complete Super Mario world. With 78 levels, it's Mario's biggest adventure ever. Now on Game Boy Advance. Come, spend time with us. Rated E for everyone.
With data as the last generation was with the telephone. As long as they have the right set of tools and the right company behind them. WorldCom. Generation D.
Oh, yeah, here I come, baby. He's guaranteed to put some life.
Attention, keyword shoppers.
In your afterlife. Michael Keaton is Beetlejuice.
I'm the ghost with the most, babe.
Together as an orchestra is a fantastic thing.
It's really worthwhile.
When the audience is excited about the music,
It's a great feeling. It's all worth it.
Welcome back to Disney's One Saturday Morning.
here's the percentage of kids who voted for Jelly Roll to trounce a roast turkey dinner. It must be crushed. It must be crushed on Disney1.com.
How much stuff could an elephant crush?
So, what are you gonna crush today, Jelly Roll?
A super deluxe roast turkey dinner. Thanksgiving's come early this year, my little friend.
Nice swishing, Jelly Roll.
What if a monster tornado was tearing up the streets?
Tornado Twister.
The power charge would blast you high. You'd have to drive to survive.
Tornado Twister.
He'll slam you around and smash you down. He'll chew you up and spit you right out.
Come and get me. Hot Wheels lead the way.
New Hot Wheels Tornado Twister set comes with 2 cars. Adult assembly required. Other cars and batteries not included.
Now back to Courage, the Cowardly Dog on Cartoon Friday.
The Remington Micro Screen Shaver is the only electric with this guarantee. It shaves close as a blade or your money back. Here's why. The first micro screen is so thin and flexible it shaves incredibly close. Then Remington's second micro screen shaves even closer. Remington has 120 cutting edges. The leading rotary only 36. Buy a Remington Micro Screen Shaver. Shaves close as a blade or your money back.
Ed, honey, what are you doing?
Opening the window.
But it's freezing outside.
It's hot inside.
Honey, get dressed. You'll be late.
Here, try this one. New Lucky Strike filters.
LSMFT. Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. And now, you get Lucky's fine tobacco taste in a filter cigarette. New Lucky Strike filters put back the taste others used to take away. You show me a filter cigarette that really delivers taste, and I'll eat my hat. New Lucky Strike filters put back the taste others used to take away. 72 Lucky filters.
Dancer's Flying Princess! Gliding and flying free! The Sky Dancer's Flying Princesses are here. Just wind her pretty flower, press the magic button, and launch her into the sky. Make her soar, make her glide. Wow, she flies so far. They're new Sky Dancer's Flying Princesses. They're so beautiful! Sky Dancer's Flying Princess. Wait for us! Fly for me! New Sky Dancer's Flying Princess dolls with winders, each sold separately. New from Galoob.
Well, after all, it's still a car. It's not like it had 6 wheels or nuclear power or something. But what it is the first car made in this country for about as long as anyone can remember. That's been started from the beginning, from scratch. The whole idea of the Saturn was to start the whole process over. To start all over again, with everything we'd learned, with everything anyone had ever learned about building a car. There's nothing left from the past. The engine, the transmission, virtually every nut, bolt, and screw. The way it's made. The way people care about how it's made. It's all new. It's the only really new American car from a new company for 40 or 50 years. We're proud of this car. It shows what you can do when you're willing to start all over again.
from the train.
Evan! This is Cousin Patty.
You don't have a cousin Patty.
You lied to me.
Rated PG-13. Now playing at a theater near you.
Swim in grease. Mama doesn't mean drumstick without no oil slick. Mama preaches that it's great, cause it's low and saturates. Cause we're crisp and dry, the food stays crisp and dry.
Remind you of anybody's face?
Oh, that's cruel.
Hey, where is Harold anyway? I haven't seen him all week. Maybe his face exploded.
Why doesn't somebody tell him?
Like what? You should do something about your zits? I don't know.
Imagine the perfect vacation, Florida. And at the center of it all, Kissimmee St. Cloud. Excitement, value, thrills, and affordability. And when you're here, you won't be far from Walt Disney World, Epcot Center, SeaWorld, Universal Studios. Call 1-800-992-KISS and we'll send you a free vacation guide. Come to Florida and stay in the center of it all, Kissimmee St. Cloud.
I'm the little pig that builds my house of straw. I'm the little pig that builds my house of sticks. I'm the smart little pig. I build my house of bricks.
Try Old World Christmas, because prices are low and shopping is friendly and fun.
Child World, everything a toy store should be.
Let's check the scoreboard and see how Coleco's head-to-head electronic baseball stacks up against the competition. Sure, some games have base stealing and pitch selection, but for real two-player action, only head-to-head baseball has computed batting averages for each player, hitting for average or for extra power, 16 pitching variations, including a pitch-out, extra innings scoring, and more. It's no contest. Get head-to-head electronic baseball by Coleco, now that you know the score.
Upset of the season.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah!
That is what I'm talking about.
Go lick yourself.
All right, you see this Dorito? Catch the Dorito!
I got it.
Oh,
Yeah! I'm the man.
Let's see that again on instant replay. Look at that incredible athletic ability.
That's right, baby.
Yeah.
We're Alpha Dogs.
I thought you boys were gonna work on the garage.
Dad, we're resting.
And eating those Apple Jacks, I see.
Hey, what's wrong with you kids? They don't taste like apple. That isn't why we like them. Then why?
I know. You just do.
Yeah. Kellogg's Apple Jack cereal is part of this complete breakfast. We eat what we like.
One morning in the 100-acre wood, Prue was hungry for honey, as usual.
Oh, where can the honey be? How about there? Let's have a look. Nope, nothing here but some pots. Honey pots, I'm coming. Whoops.
It's easy to find the delicious taste of honey in new Kellogg's Honey Bees. Honey Pots, Pooh Bears, and Bees, with the goodness of wheat and corn from Kellogg's.
Actually, I quite like it in here.
Clean. We'll go to Chuck E. Cheese's.
Chuck E. Cheese's, the real cool place to be a kid. What did you do to deserve it?
Kid, don't mess around.
Love this place! It's the new Burger King Everyday Value Menu with big Flame Broiled burgers for only 99 cents.
I can't do it myself for 99 cents.
Your favorite Burger King foods at new, lower everyday prices, like the Croissant Combo served hot and fresh for $1.99. Check your Burger King Everyday Value Menu and be sure to try the delicious Flame Broiled Whopper Combo for $2.99.
That's great news for my pocketbook.
Value every day. Have it your way.
You're gonna want to come back every day.
Well, they didn't put them here. No. Wait a moment. I know. Yes.
Dairy Box turns African Ottawa roses into a smooth Turkish delight. Ethiopian coffee beans into rich coffee creams. Dairy Box does all this and more just for you.
The regular Labor Day weekend continues.
Paper Jams, the super thin 10-piece drum kit, flat out rocks. Everything you need to drum on your own or jam with 3 bonus songs. Paper Jams, rock for real. Guitars, drum kits, and amps each sold separate. Batteries not included.
It's the kind of game you can pick up and play for short periods of time without losing your place. And it's just as involving as any other game on the GBA. If you're buying one GBA game this holiday season, make it WarioWare.
I could play that WarioWare all day long.
Don't you go away. I'm gonna have the interns heat a couple of mugs of hot cocoa, and when we get back, we have more games and more good times.
Stop it! That snow! Damn it! Ow!
And with the Eliminated Player, all new Biggest Loser, Tuesday 8/7 Central on NBC.
A 24-hour news station. This is a News Channel 5 update.
Tonight, a West Palm Beach cab driver gunned down on the job is laid to rest. His friends and family say he was a good guy who didn't deserve to die that way. 3 teenage girls, including a 13-year-old, are charged with his murder.
And a father walks through fire to try to save his young daughter. Both are clinging to life tonight. More news in 30 minutes. Breaking news at once on News Channel 5.
New Dempster's Hot and Crusty Bread. It goes from your freezer to the table in only 10 minutes. So if you're not quick, the bread may be ready before you are. Fresh baked bread from your freezer to the table in only 10 minutes. Enjoy all the aroma and delicious taste of bakery fresh bread at home. Look for Dempster's Hot and Crusty in your grocer's freezer. Try it anytime. After all, practice makes perfect.
WWE Experience to Life with the WWE DVD board game, 2nd edition.
What are you waiting for? Get in here.
It's a new game with new rules, loaded with cool WWE footage and trivia. Take control backstage and in-ring in a no-holds-barred contest to manage the best roster of superstars and legends. Own the game everyone is playing. The WWE DVD board game, 2nd edition, available now.
I love playing games.
Bah. Bah.
This is my brother Omar. Well, there was a hole in his tummy. A bullet hit him. I saw red grass. The gun was in the garage. I didn't mean to shoot Daddy's gun. I didn't mean to shoot Daddy's gun.
WTLV 12, Jacksonville, Florida.
Videocassette copies of this program are available. Computer Chronicles also publishes a companion newsletter containing details on products demonstrated, plus background information on program topics. To order a videocassette or a subscription to the newsletter, call 1-800-366-9484 or write Computer Chronicles. Please specify program subject for tapes.
Call on the Jedi lithograph signed by Dave Dorman.
This is a beautiful piece.
Legacy of the Jedi.
Emma and Luke.
$39.95. Beautifully done.
Yeah.
Signed by Dave Dorman. Also available, the Star Wars lightsabers, the collectible lightsabers, either Darth Vader or Luke Skywalker, handcrafted metal, set in that Lexan case, $350. See 4861.
Great pieces.
Yeah. Dynamite pieces. Just good stuff. Tim Bradstreet. I had a chance to meet Tim backstage. Tim is going to sign one of these just for you. The brand new series, the X-Wing Rogue Squadron from Dark Horse. This is the first of 4 in a continuing series in the Empire's service. You're going to understand all about the Imperial 181st Fighter Group under the leadership of Baron Fell, the ace of the Empire, and of course some great things about Wedge Antilles and the rest of the Rogue Squadron, and signed, look right there, signed by Tim Bradstreet, the cover artist, the guy who, now this is a real fine collectible. The cover signed by the man who did the cover, the man who created the cover, created and drew the cover, and each one numbered out of 1,500 pieces. You have first crack at these. These will not be out for at least 3 weeks to the general market. You have first crack. Obviously, we don't have all 1,500 to offer you. We have a fraction of that. $19.75 for a piece of signed collectible art. And of course, a fascinating tale in here. You also get some great insight. I learned in reading the book, sometimes you read over or gloss over something. I realized that there are nicknames for the Empire's fighters.
Right.
That they have. I didn't know what a squint was.
Right.
I didn't know what an eyeball was. By the way, the Star Wars posters have completely sold out. They are completely gone. I think the ingot poster is in very, very limited supply at this point. So the ingot poster, same size as those, is still available.
Well, there's an interesting story behind this particular.
Wow. Tell me about it. And that was Mimi Rogers as Mrs. Robinson. Basically, I didn't enjoy meeting this Robinson family, and I didn't really care what happened to them. And the special effects weren't all that special. Lost in Space is standard outer space soap opera. A mixed but negative review for me. I simply can't recommend it.
My review is not even mixed. It's way, way down with my thumb, because I thought this movie...
I wonder when I said the word mixed, what did I like?
You liked the speech at the end of the father and the son, but I thought that was cornball. And I'm telling you, among everything else that you've already touched on in this movie, why did they shoot it in such murky colors? It all looks dark, muddy and dark and unattractive. No bright colors. At least it might be more fun to look at if the cinematography had been a little livelier. But the whole thing just seems kind of like it's in a murk somehow.
My recollection of the TV show, just in flipping through the dial, is that they would be in another planet. You know, I guess they went from planet to planet, all right, testing them out. And it would be interesting if this movie followed something like that format, where they're in the planet and... All right, how do you deal with a slightly different planet?
It's like the original Swiss Family Robinson, where they land somewhere and they try to use whatever they can find and whatever they can make in order to get the conditions of life. Instead, this is just all space battles and lots of explosions and really dumb stuff.
And located basically roughly in one set, the ship. I mean,
that's right.
Did they cheap it out? Oh, boy.
I think they did. Okay, next movie. Our next movie is a twisting, devious labyrinth of a movie by David Mamet, named The Spanish Prisoner. He wrote it and directed it. The movie is not, however, about Spain or about prisoners, but about a classic con game called The Spanish Prisoner. Even knowing how that game works is small protection for the movie's hero, played by Campbell Scott, who has invented a new process that can make millions for the company he works for, and now he fears the company is not going to pay him what he deserves.
So this thing goes, there's going to be more than enough to go around. Are you kidding? You did good in there. I'm not going to forget it. Neither are they.
Thank you, but my exact question is...
How much? Well, I'm in the same position as you. Eh? They keep me in the dark, too.
Their meeting...
Suits my clothes, backing off of the northeast winds.
How about you and I spending a little time mano a mano or stereo? Where are you going? I'm a dancer, romancer. You're a Capricorn, I'm a Cancer. Wait, come back.
Johnny Bravo, tonight at 10:30 on Cartoon Network.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will return after these messages.
Janet is so lame. Totally lame. She only brings McDonald's to bribe people to do her work. Ridiculous. Probably get started on Janet's invoices, huh? Yeah.
Get the breakfast everyone craves. The Egg McMuffin sandwich. Fresh cracked egg, Canadian-style bacon, American cheese on a toasted English muffin.
Janet's dry cleaning. Janet's dog.
Kate Archer,
Okay.
and she's the only female operative of an international super spy organization known as Unity. And as such, not only do you have to battle against these awful, super spies of the terrorist organization HARM, you've also got to battle against the sexist attitudes of all your colleagues who keep telling you, who keep telling you this is not a suitable job.
Little cinnamon gum freshens bread longer than Big Red.
So kiss a little longer, stay close a little longer, put your heads together longer with Big Red. That Big Red freshness lasts right through it. Your fresh breath goes on and on while you chew it. Say goodbye a little longer, make it last a little longer. Give your breath long-lasting freshness with Big Red.
As New Year's approaches, we're starting to see some problems.
6, 5, 4.
One thing's on everyone's mind.
Everybody out! Oh my God.
What if they're right? Y2K, the movie, NBC tonight.
Preserve democracy, not to practice it.
One man was trained to follow orders.
The use of nuclear weapons has been authorized.
And another.
If we launch, 1 billion people are going to die. I've made a decision.
And the courage.
Rachel, who chose a leave and 2 pills for a day free of pain. And get the all-day pain relief of Aleve and liquid gels.
I do it sitting on the floor.
I do it sitting in a chair.
I do it, and it makes me feel like a teenager. Find out the benefits of yoga.
You don't stop moving because you get old.
You get old because you stop moving.
Brought to you by The Biggest Loser Ultimate Workout for Kinect on Xbox 360.
Do it now.
Way to make the coolest games even cooler. Game Genie. To start on any level, Game Genie. To play your way. Well, get this. Game Genie's got the secret codes for Mortal Kombat. And if you think Mortal Kombat is awesome now, wait till you play with Game Genie. Because if you don't, you'll never know how far you can go.
Now Game Genies cost less, each sold separately for most video game systems. Free Mortal Kombat Game Genie codes at participating retailers. Supplies are limited through year end.
Now for Ziploc brand snack bags, here's Baby Finger.
Want a special smaller size just for snacks? Get Ziploc snack bags. They keep small foods fresh in a big way. Ziploc has the lock on freshness.
Captain Color Time was on routine patrol when suddenly he spotted another black and white existence.
Oh, what's on the TV tonight?
Your bowling trophy.
Again?
Who are you?
I'm Captain Color Time, here to add a little color time to your life.
Wow.
TV.
Stereo.
VCR.
It's just that easy when you rent to own from Color Time.
Christmas special. First month half price. Call today.
What?
Resident Evil is where things really started to get scary because you not only had really good use of light and shadow and music, but you had sort of different kinds of scares in that game. You had the zombies jumping up at you and you're going, yeah, but you also had a certain psychological terror.
I was just incredibly frightened. I couldn't believe that a game really did it this well in terms of drawing me in and just scaring the life out of me.
And one can't help but acknowledge the creepy similarities between Resident Evil and Alone in the Dark.
I remember a lot of people saying that Resident Evil was a lot like Alone in the Dark.
We don't care. Capcom took a great idea and did a perfect execution, so hats off to them.
You could say that about so many other things. I mean, how many games have now come along and ripped off Resident Evil?
Resident Evil blows the competition away.
The game came out and people sort of discovered it. You know, it's like you had groups of kids who were playing it with their friends and were scared out of their minds because they didn't know what to expect.
And we have a new addition to the genre family, survival horror.
The survival horror tag always kind of makes me laugh because the objective in every game really is to survive. But we don't call them survival racing games or survival platform games.
Survival horror is really more about the idea of the entire point of the game is getting through it and surviving it.
I think survival horror is just a tag we've given horror games. Does anyone have a horror game that's not survival horror? I don't think so.
And every good game needs a few scary sequels. Resident Evil 2 and 3 are released. Konami seizes the day and catches a lift from survival horror.
Everyone was like, oh my god, Silent Hill, such a scary game. I played this and just, I practically wet myself. You know, I was so afraid.
The atmosphere and sound resemble that of a great horror flick, with faint fog, following footsteps, and death-like nurses that send shivers down your spine.
Silent Hill does a good job in much the same way I think for me System Shock did, because it kind of puts you in this town. It's all foggy, it's slow paced.
Is the fun part of my job. Catching is the tough part, the sweaty part. But you won't catch me showering with deodorant soap. I made a break from all that. A clean break with Ivory. Look, that's basic, natural, honest soap. Not like soaps that cover you with smelly perfumes or deodorant. What's that got to do with clean? Ivory's clean is an honest clean. You can smell it, you can feel it.
Make a clean break, because you just can't beat Ivory's Honest Clean.
Even when you got a special date.
What started out as a treasured Christmas gift,
Keeping out of the sunlight.
turned into the craziest holiday
Keep him away from water.
the Peltzer family ever experienced.
Don't ever feed him after midnight.
Next.
What is it?
Start the new year off with a Steven Spielberg presentation of Gremlins.
Excuse me, why are you taking pictures?
係冇啊！我喺影呢間老嘅打鐵鋪啦。
Oh, is it?
係啊，因為呢間鋪咧好耐歷史㗎啦。我諗就快會夠100年㗎啦。其實喺呢一區咧已經係好少再有咁老呢啲鋪頭㗎啦。
Really? What kind of shop is it?
呢間鋪咧主要咧係做啲人力手推車。咁咧佢哋以前咧前身係做嗰啲木嘅盤筒，家庭用嘅盤筒。後期咧就慢慢轉型咧就做呢啲手推車。
Handmade hand trucks. Each one is different, but they all look very well made.
呢度推貨啲人用咯，即係或者廠啊、鋪頭啊、送貨啊、來貨交貨車或者車推啲貨用咯，推貨咪用。
Are you the owner?
我第三代。
Third generation. So you're carrying on a family legacy. Are these sorts of old shops disappearing?
係啊，係因為而家好多喺嗰個博彩業啦，同埋旅遊業啦，好多年輕人咧就去咗做呢兩個行業咧，就令到好多傳統嘅行業咧係有種後繼無人呢種困境啦。
Big changes. Now I'm on a commercial boulevard. It feels like there are more locals than tourists. I think I'll head this way. Here's a produce stand. And there's a fruit stall. Those bananas look so delicious.
I'm gonna bag Rick Masters.
We got a chance to make him on a hand-to-hand buy.
You can't come up with the front money. you're not for real.
Healthy lips are wearing something moisturizing. Something soft and smooth. Or something new. For a naturally healthy look. Chapstick, because healthy lips should never go naked.
あのゴジラがついにスーパーファミコンに登場。興奮を呼ぶ迫力のアニメバトルシステム。超ゴジラ12月発売。I am vengeance, vengeance, vengeance. I am the night, 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 the night.
Gare? Hello? I'm surprised that you live in a gare inside the city.
Одоо яг иймэрхүү гэрүүд төвлөрсөн. Тиймийг л одоо гэр хараалал гэдэг. Гэр ихтэй.
A gare district? Oh, hello. Nice to meet you. What is it like to live in a gare?
Гэртэл айлуулдаг штэ монголчууд юм. Тэгээд гэртэл айлуулж эхэлж байгаа мэд гэж одоо залуу хүмүүс амьдарч эхэлж байна гэдэг.
So a lot of young families live in gares.
Яг хөдөө орон нутагт л ажлын байр байхгүй юм чинь. Тэгээд энэ хотын төв ажил байгаа газар л угаалгүй.
Are there only jobs in the city? Do you intend to stay in a gare?
Эхэндээ ямар ч байсан гэрээр ихэлсэн юм чинь тэгээд гэртээ амьдарч байгаа тэгээд ласта байр маань амьдрах зорилготой л байгаа та.
So you have a dream for your future. Goodbye. Thanks for inviting me in. It seems that this gare district is the place for people to live when they first arrive from the rural areas. This street between the fences continues all the way uphill. I see the top of a gare over that fence. Those people are carrying something. Hello? Is that a tank? Water. It's quite a large tank. This is part of the Gare district, right? Do you live here? Oh, that one. Do you...
Wishing you could join in the Christmas cheer, Ebenezer? Wishing I could get my hands on that Commodore home computer. Well, they got theirs at Canadian Tire. This week, get the Commodore 128 personal computer, just $444.44. The 1571 disk drive, $366.66. And save on the Commodore 64, too. But why a home computer, Ebenezer? You're just an old penny pincher.
But with the computer, I'll know precisely how many pennies I have to pinch. Canadian Tire puts you through like Santa and save like Scrooge.
리즈무 땡워크
Introducing new waterproof formula bathroom duck. The only multi-surface bathroom cleaner that waterproofs as it cleans to resist dirt buildup. Like water off a duck's back. Watch how dirty water just slides off the side cleaned with bathroom duck. Its unique waterproofing formula resists dirt buildup to make cleaning easier. New bathroom duck. Nothing fights bathroom dirt like duck. From S.C. Johnson Wax.
Artificial heart valve can kill without warning. Why did the manufacturer knowingly allow implants to go on for years? Now, thousands of patients live knowing that when the valve stops clicking, death may be minutes away. Bill Curtis reports The Heartbreakers on The World in Action, Thursday on A&E.
Glidden Paints, celebrating 120 years of making the world a more colorful place. Glidden, a better way to paint.
doctor can actually see where you feel dryness when you take some sinus medicines. Many contain ingredients that make sensitive nasal tissue feel dry and uncomfortable. But now there's new Sudafed non-drying sinus. Sudafed's non-drowsy decongestant, plus an extra medication in a formula to help keep nasal tissue moist and comfortable while it relieves sinus pressure. Take the right sinus medicine. New Sudafed non-drying sinus. Drains away sinus pressure without drying you out.
Friday on CCF, Bubbles is hosting again. And check out the new cartoon, Long Hair and Double Dome. The story of cavemen coming together with their Neanderthal brothers and using the newest technology available in the pursuit of fruit. We've also got new episodes of Johnny Bravo and the Powerpuff Girls. So join Bubbles this Friday at 7:30 for Cartoon Fridays, only on Cartoon Network.
Big jobs need big muscle, we thought. So we built an engine with the power of 10 cylinders. A V6 should have V8 power, we thought. So we designed a multi-valve V6.
You could play in the rain. You could frolic in the snow. And when the sun shines, you could peel off the rest of your inhibitions. The Saab 900 convertible. Take advantage of 0% financing or $2,500 in dealer incentives on a Saab convertible.
Muffin is a tabby. Buddy is a retriever. And Kirby is, well, Kirby is just Kirby.
Kirby's back with amazing new attack combinations in Kirby 64. Rated E.
Here comes Lipton iced tea lover Don Merida. I guess jogging does keep a body fit, but it sure builds up a thirst. And when I've got a thirst like this, nothing refreshes me like Lipton iced tea. Dandy tasting. Folks ask me what makes Lipton different. I guess it's the quality teas they put in this flow-through bag makes it taste so good. Try some. You'll be a Lipton tea lover, too. Bark twice if that's right.
Mr. Box, hang on to your head, because sales of Jack's Spicy Chicken are about to take off. Imagine, every sandwich comes with Chicken Jack. Cock-a-doodle profit. Spicy Jack flamenco dancer. Spicy Jack the pirate.
Look, people buy Jack's Spicy Chicken because it's a real chicken breast filet that has just the right amount of spice, and it's topped with fresh lettuce and tomato.
Flaming Jack.
Security.
You're at your Christmas store. Sears, the top 5 brands of microwaves, including GE, Kenmore, and Sharp. Only $99.99 each. Only at Sears Brand Central. For Christmas.
The effort, the turnover is wasted. We'll be back in a moment. We can beat the fog in Seattle. It has really been something up here. Rams and the Raiders are looking forward to it, guys.
It's not foggy down there. It's been 85 degrees most of the week. Dickerson and Allen, 2 of my favorite runners.
I remember some of those giant jet battles, and I promise you the Rams and the Raiders are going to be hot come Monday night.
First and 10 Seattle. We are tied at 17. 10 minutes remaining in the game as Kurt Warner works over the right side. Out to about the 23-yard line. Gain of 3 for second down and 7. Chuck Knox calling the plays.
Is he calling the plays? I was going to say, this is typical Chuck Knox. I mean, on both teams, as you mentioned earlier, Frank, they don't have a back averaging 4 yards a carry. And I would think that Seattle would open it up right now. In the beginning of the game, they had a lot of success throwing the ball downfield, and they've gone to that 3 yards of play. And it hasn't done much for them since they got those first 17 points.
Yeah, it's strange. They have tightened up.
Second down and 6 as they gave Warner the mark up to the 24-yard line. Craig tries to time one out to Turner, but Turner was in a battle with Dennis Smith, and Turner lost it. It'll be third down and 6.
Well, Turner had a semi-legitimate argument there. Dennis did get his hands on Turner about 15 yards downfield, which is supposedly a no-no.
But meantime, if you're going to give Craig that kind of time back there to pass, he's going to complete one or two of them. They need to keep putting pressure on Craig if they want to stop the Seattle passing attack.
Denver again needs a win tonight. And then they also need help on Sunday from Cincinnati. Cincinnati playing New England. And or Cleveland, who will play the Jets. Third and long. Craig again with a lot of time. Trying to get the ball to Larson. This time we'll get the flag as Louis Wright was driving into the back.
Kill that, and he had to get out of the throttle. And boy, you cannot make any mistake against Andy Brass and Bigfoot number 8. Here we come again.
Watch out. Lovely's replays gives you a couple times to see. In the background, you see Kevin Ford come around, Scott Stevens' crew chief. He's watching, but Stevens, as soon as he gets in trouble, that's it.
Andy Brass, your winner. Here's Armin.
All right, this was a night, Andy, that you guys were looking for, being the Bigfoot team, and the other guys were not. You got the truck running straight, you got it handling good. What about the points chase now? Can you pull these guys in that are in front of you? And there's only one of them.
That's right. Equalizer's been ahead of us. From what I've been following, he's only roughly, I don't know, 30, 40 points maybe. But we have another couple shows to go, and if we can keep her straight. And you know, tonight we had a perfect night. It was 25 points. We pull a couple more of them off. It won't take us long to catch him.
Can you do it? Yes or no?
Yeah, I think so. I think the Ford Acclaim running the way it is tonight and stuff. I think we'll catch him here in a couple shows.
Andy Brass sounding very confident. Mentioned a perfect night, 25 points. That means he was fast qualifier, won every race. And indeed, that perfect night helped him chop down that lead the Equalizer has.
Is where the journey began. The ultimate human adventure. Star Trek, the television show. Weeknights at 6 on Channel 2.
Pam Dauber and Ron. They're radical yo's. Up, down, there they go. Hot, bright, don't you know? Radical yo's. Radical yo's from Spectra Star.
Start it. Tomorrow is the day to get ready. Get set. It's Shrek. It's one of the funniest movies of the year. I think that went pretty well. You can get Shrek the Third on DVD tomorrow. Rated PG.
Hey, Pepper! I think I just caught packed jaws! Aha! Try to get out of that one, Pepper.
Check out the newest Shorty McShort Shorts. Then check out the newest Shorty Game. Just go to DisneyChannel.com/Shorty. Click on Short Games and get ready to play. All the action, all the fun. Shorty McShort Short Games.
Siskel and Ebert's Video Pick of the Week. Brought to you by Orville Redenbacher, the first and last name in popcorn.
Now it's time for our video pick of the week, and my selection this week stars Marissa Tomei, who I really like as an actress, and she's just fine in Only You, which we reviewed earlier, but I think she had a much fresher script last year in an underrated love story called Untamed Heart, playing a sweet hash house waitress who befriends a strange, silent young man in town played by Christian Slater.
When did you get here?
10.
10? That was almost 2 hours ago. You'd rather be out here with my cat than inside with with a room full of strangers and relatives.
I really felt the love and sincerity of her performance in Untamed Heart, whereas in Only You, I thought I was watching a gimmicky story based on the success of Sleepless in Seattle. Only You isn't bad, it's just that the little scene Untamed Heart is so much better, I think, and that's why I made it my video pick of the week. Now let's recap the movies we reviewed on this show. A split vote on Only You. I found it to be a formula picture, but I sure like seeing Venice and Positano. Roger bought the whole fantasy. My thumb down, his up. A split vote on second best, the William Hurt adoption drama. I didn't accept Hurt as a Welshman. I thought the story was standard. Roger liked it. Again, my thumb down, his up. But we both like Quentin Tarantino's wickedly funny and moving Pulp Fiction, a wild ride through the lives of violent little boys lost. It's rated R for extreme violence and opens next Friday. So the real discovery here, Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction.
That's a good picture, and so is Only You.
Says Only You.
An excellent authority. Next week, we'll be back with reviews of more new movies, including Albert Finney in the Browning version, the story of a teacher retiring after many years at a British boarding school, and also Exit to Eden, starring Dan Aykroyd and Rosie.
What's in Weber's bread besides good taste? 3 added vitamins, 2 added minerals, plus iron, calcium, protein. More good nutrition for your money. And guess what else is new? Funny money. You can win an electric football game, camera, home pinball machine, or $1,000 cash. Funny money in specially marked Weber's Bread and Dolly Madison Zingers. To play free, call this toll-free number.
Then what'd she do?
She kissed me.
No.
Uh-huh.
2 cold ones. I knew a girl like that once.
Did?
We're playing this game called Spin the Bottle. When it stopped, it was pointing right at me.
Then what?
She kissed me.
So what'd you do?
I married her.
Can't be Coca-Cola Classic. Does Grandma know?
She's a little suspicious. How old was that girl?
Very old. 8.
Hold on to your seats. Can you feel the rumble? They're coming from all over to take advantage of the biggest spa sale ever at Recreational Factory Warehouse. It's the one you've waited for, and it's happening now.
In level 1, the hyenas laughed at me. In level 10, they stopped laughing. The Lion King for Sega Genesis and Super NES systems. Game and system sold separately.
The Knicks, Akeem and the Rockets. 2 teams, 1 trophy. It's the do or die Game 7. Wednesday at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific on NBC.
Every day kids like to keep his sparkle crisp.
Down.
Come on to the crisp sparkle motion. It's the sparkling toothpaste that's causing a commotion.
Now.
Come on to the crisp sparkle motion. You put it on your brush and move it all around. It's got a good taste, move it up and down.
And now.
So come on and do the crisp sparkle motion with me.
And now available in a clear tube.
My dad was 18 when he started selling automobiles. We're an automobile family. I was one of the first 32 retailers of Saturns in the nation. The Saturn way was to not rush somebody. We let the customer walk around and look. Some people were so surprised by that, they'd get in the car and drive off, sometimes mad. How you doing? After we explained it to them, they liked it a lot. I wish my daddy was still around to see this Saturn thing, but I don't know. It's different.
I am Dracula. A moment ago, I stumbled upon a most amazing phenomenon. Something so incredible, I mistrust my own judgment. Look.
Dracula. The very mention of the name brings to mind things so evil, so fantastic, so degrading. You wonder if it isn't all a dream, a nightmare.
Rats. Rats. Thousands. Millions of them.
But no, this is no dream. This is Dracula, the original terrifying story of a maniac and a man who lived after death, lived on human blood, took the form of a vampire bat, and lured innocent girls to a fate truly worse than death.
Dracula? Oh, what's he done to you, dear? Tell me.
He came to me. He opened a thing in his arm, and he made me drink.
Can someone you love so much drive you completely crazy? How can someone who looked up to you for years suddenly think you're clueless? How can someone have all your genes and look so much better in them? How can you be so different and still so much the same? Every mother, every child, every woman.
5-0.
Come on, you guys. Only a little. A hungry giant.
Hungry for a big honey taste.
Big taste. Honeycomb. Big taste. Honeycomb. Yeah, yeah.
It's not small.
No. Honeycomb's got a big honey taste. Big crust for a big bite. Honeycomb cereal. Part of this big, complete breakfast. Honeycomb's big bite.
Incredible new Chevy Beretta just annihilating those rear tires, and even with the tire spin, he had enough forward momentum to pull out the victory. Now, Toby's with us on the floor of the Silverdome, and Toby, on our audio hookup, I have to ask you had those problems during the preliminaries, even keeping these cars straight and running, but it didn't seem to affect you this time.
Well, the cars kept sliding over to the side a little bit, and it was hard to see where I was at with all the smoke out there, and we had to stop a few times to get things straightened out. We've got signals. We can communicate a little bit and tell each other what's going on, and we have another guy outside the car that came out and helped us get them straightened out. And once we got them straightened out, we went for it a few more times and finally got some power down to the track and just pulled them right on through to the cone.
Your car seems to have a tremendous amount of power.
It's working really good. The whole new car is working real good. This is a brand new car. This is our first show with it. We've really been working hard all week to try and get it done, and it looks like it's really going to work fine.
Well, I'll tell you, an amazing job, and congratulations on this victory. As you can see on our slow-motion monitor down there, Jack Ermintrout just being pulled across the floor of the Pontiac Silverdome, and there's really nothing he can do. That's an incredible shot, a tremendous amount of abuse going to the drivetrain with the front wheels going forward and the car being towed backwards. Well, Jack's on our audio hookup on the floor, and Jack, that's a tough way to lose in any battle.
Well, that new kid, you know, he's got a brand new car, and he's been working hard, and I guess I have to do a little bit of work on mine because I think this is the first time he beat me this year, and he's got a nice car, and can't take it away from him. He just beat me.
What can you do to make the car more competitive for competition?
Well, we got a big one at home we're going to put in there. It's about 110 cubic inches bigger than the one that's in there now. And I think that the more horsepower will help us take care of him.
Well, coming up next, the all-important championship monster truck finale. And Shelley, I guess the question now is whether or not Jake Heinke and Aces High can actually beat the heavily favored Kodiak of Mark Bendler.
This is the showdown we've all been waiting for, so stay tuned for more monster truck excitement.
Out of Arkansas, set number 2, Peters out of Ohio, number 3 out of Illinois, Terry Schischler. Not going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. You're part of history. You saw the man win back-to-back national championships at the National Farm Machinery Show.
For the second year in a row, Harley Swint has taken the championship in the 1850 Mini Rods. The Minis are sometimes overshadowed by the bigger rigs, but they're still the wildest ride in pulling.
Because life is filled with a variety of mishaps, spills,
miscalculations, and assorted minor disasters, Black & Decker invented the cordless dustbuster.
Cleans up little messes, 1, 2, 3. The handy dust buster, get one and see. Yes, it cleans up little messes, 1, 2, 3. Black & Decker's dust buster, get one and see.
Black & Decker's cordless dustbuster vac. Get one and see.
How come? Because Pfeiffer is flashturized by a process used in top European breweries. Flashturized to let all the real beer flavor come through. So come on, back to beer. Follow the Pfeiffer.
Once again, the time is here. Enjoy a beer that's really beer. Really bold and wet and cold and clear. Pfeiffer days are here again.
More than just an endorser of ACN, he has become a friend of ACN and has developed an excellent relationship with ACN co-founders.
When evaluating a business opportunity, people need to look for strong leadership, a solid track record, success stories, a strong product people really need and want, and a clear plan for the future. ACN has all of these things.
In 2009, Mr. Trump personally invited ACN to be a featured company on The Celebrity Apprentice. That spring, ACN appeared on the show in one of the highest-rated episodes of the series. So when Mr. Trump invited ACN back on the show for the 2011 season, ACN jumped at the primetime opportunity. On its second appearance on The Celebrity Apprentice, ACN was featured for 2 solid hours. The celebrities were asked to create a 30-second commercial showcasing ACN's home-based business opportunity and its revolutionary video phone, drawing more than 10 million viewers, making it one of the highest-rated episodes of the season for a second time. ACN's appearance, not once, but twice, on the landmark episode was a first in the direct sales industry and a history-making experience for the company.
I've been working with ACN for a few years now. Since that time, I've developed a great relationship with ACN, and the more I learn about them, the more I like and respect them. I see incredible potential in the things they're doing now and are planning in the future.
There's never been a better time for you to learn more about ACN, its products, or its home-based business opportunity. Donald J. Trump is making history with a company he believes in. And the exciting thing is, you can too.
And out of their West Indian island comes a tale of terror and voodoo, of witchcraft and zombies, and all the weird black magic that the white man seldom sees. It is a tale of brother against brother and their love for a woman who lived with the dead. And it is also the tale of a young nurse who never believed such things could happen.
I dedicate my new fragrance, Freedom, to the young men and women of today.
A new sound and fragrance. Tommy Hilfiger Freedom. For her, for him.
Rounded, Lucky. There's no way out.
Aye, but no way in either. I've made magical marshmallow doors and hidden keys inside me new Lucky Charms.
How do we get to the key?
A bit of milk unlocks the secret.
Milk?
It opens me new hidden key marshmallows. Marshmallow doors, milk, keys appear. A key part of this good breakfast. For a limited time in Lucky Charms Hidden Key Marshmallows.
Guys, we're gonna need a whole lot of milk.
If you think Ernesto would date a sweet girl, you'll believe anything.
Like I'm wearing underwear.
Greetings from Tucson, the season finale, this week on the WB Friday.
Tulips, calla lilies, daffodils, $78. Remembering it's the thought that counts. Priceless. There are some things money can't buy.
Mommy, look!
For Mother's Day, there's MasterCard.
Rear wheels clear the last car and hit the ground first. It doesn't matter what your front wheels do, your rear wheels. And if you get off to the side, you're disqualified. Look at that kid get it up on top. Mike Welch moving real hard with the Monster Mash. Rolling Thunder can't keep up. Monster Mash was devastating. just devastating. And he is pumped up. We're going to get a chance to try and get down there and talk to Mike Welch, the winner here in Oklahoma City, as still Rolling Thunder trying to get to the end of the lane, and those crushed cars are just used up. Rolling Thunder ended up second place overall, and there's a happy young Mike Welch. Mike, what happened right at the end? I mean, it was a beautiful run, but right at the end you broke.
Well, we wanted to make sure we were going to win hands down, and I looked over. I had him by a little. I just put my foot to the floor.
Just went for it. What broke on the truck, if you had a chance to look?
Well, it's the steering hub knuckle there. With this much weight bouncing down full throttle like I did, they're bound to break. We've broke them in the past.
You have put on one heck of a weekend of excitement. Have you enjoyed yourself? You spent money in thrash parts.
Well, I loved it. I loved working with you guys, and it was a lot of fun. We come out to do 110% like I've said in the past, and I feel that we did that this afternoon.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Every family has a Lewis.
You take nothing seriously. You think I need to shave my pits? I rest my case. Every family wants a Ren.
That's the nicest thing that anyone has ever said to me.
I'll do the comedy. So how could they possibly be
brother and sister?
Is this a trick question? They're Even Stevens, the Disney Channel original comedy series.
So you're saying that I'm just some goofball, can't be serious? Yeah, you are a horrible little person. Thank you. Even Stevens, all part of Sync Weekends.
So Einstein, he's working, and I sneaks up behind him and go, boom! And his hair goes, pow! Next thing you know, the guy looks like Don King. Yeah, I did that.
With us in the studio now is Keith Comer, PC Product Manager with Toshiba. Next to Keith, Kevin Menken, Director of Product Development with Zenith. Gary?
Kevin, just in my own personal experience, I was one of the early adopters of laptops years ago, and I didn't buy another one until recently because there were a lot of problems in between. What is it that's happened over the last year to really make laptops
I think it's really been over the last 2 or 3 years. The progression of the screens has gotten very, very strong, so that it's equal to the monitor that you can put on your desk. Plus, as far as laptops go, battery life outpaced AC onlys in 1987, and so running for 3 hours, 4 hours, or something like that is something that's an acceptable level for people, and that transition for the technology has been very important also.
Yeah, Keith, what's your reading on that?
Well, we have two different kinds of portables. We still sell the battery-powered units, like people that need to compute on the go need, and then we also have the AC-powered units that people use that need to be able to compute with power where they end up. You know, in the office it's powerful. You get to a hotel, you have AC there. You go to a meeting, you have AC there.
Like, what are people looking for in laptops?
Well, we find that there are two classes of laptops, that the battery-powered units sell to that kind of market, where the AC ones have that.
Well, let's take the portable battery-powered one. What are people looking for in terms of features?
They need the screen to be good, the battery life, of course, like Kevin says. We like to put as many ports as possible across them so that they are self-contained enough.
Let's talk about that machine in particular, Keith, while you're going into it. This is your T1600.
Right.
And tell us what's in it and give us a little walkthrough.
Well, this is equivalent to an IBM AT. This is a 12 megahertz 286. It's got a 287 socket. It's got a 20 megabyte hard drive, a 3.5-inch floppy. This is an EGA compatible screen. It's got 16 grayscales. It's a backlit Super Twist LCD. The keyboard is equivalent to an IBM 101 keyboard. It goes all the way up to F12. On the back here, you've got all your standard ports.
TCR has 3-car racing. TCR! Gotta steer to win. Turn the wheel to change lanes. Turn again and pass the jam car. It's a moving obstacle. Use it to jam the track. No other racing gives you real steering and a 3-car challenge. TCR! Jam Car 500. Gotta steer to win. TCR, new from Tyco.
Students are dead. 5 are wounded. As parents, teachers, and law officials sort through the aftermath, they learn that Carneal is an avid gamer. The parents of 3 victims in the Paducah shooting file a lawsuit against the entertainment industry, claiming that violent media drove Michael Carneal to kill. Their lawsuit accuses 25 companies of negligence. On this list are Polygram Film Entertainment, New Line Cinema, Atari, Nintendo, Sega, and others.
Whenever a tragedy occurs, we want to look for a scapegoat. We want to look for something that is the easy way to explain what's happened, because what's happened is very, very upsetting. Everybody finds a medium that they feel is influencing the children, and they like to point the finger at it and believe that it's the cause of society's ills.
Introducing the Shakey's Pizza Keeper. It helps keep our pizza hot and fresh, even if it takes you a little while to get home.
Here's the Chevy S-Series in color.
Here it is in black and white. The new Chevy S-Series. Everything else is history.
How frightened we all were when Kimberly Bergalis said she got AIDS from her dentist. Now it turns out that may not be true. A brand new story, 60 Minutes, Sunday.
This could last all night, all night, all night, all night.
Duracell. Oh, it can. And tomorrow night, and maybe the next night, and the following day. The copper top. No battery is stronger, longer.
As a rule, engines develop good torque only when you push hard on the accelerator. But even at idle speed, a Dodge Magnum V8 can pull not only this loaded Ram 1500, but this loaded 2500 and a loaded 3500 as well. 15 tons. That's because every Ram truck has to pull much more than its own weight, even at idle speed. That's our rule. Dodge Ram. The rules have changed.
Ring up over $700 billion in sales like AT&T, People Talk. Reach $1 trillion in real estate transactions like the Century 21 system, they must be talking to us. Because when you're this big, the #1 real estate system, you can do things others can't. Like average a home bought or sold by our customers every minute, every day. No wonder in a nationwide survey, homeowners said they'd recommend Century 21 by 6 to 1 over the nearest competitor. So call #1, Century 21.
Magic Summer from Coca-Cola Classic. There's magic in the real thing. You never know wherever you go, you might find magic. Introducing Coca-Cola Classic Magic Cans. You can't tell them apart from real cans, but inside, real cash. Up to $500, trips, or other great prizes. They're a rare find, but worth it. So stock up, because with Magic Cans, you can win instantly. Can't beat the real thing.
To quit smoking, Herman kicks butt. But where there's smoke, there's fire.
I can't spray that.
Isn't there a law against that in the Bible? Evening shade. Then,
It's Thanksgiving.
can America's favorite mom be Dave's favorite mother-in-law?
Jeez, is that you or the broccoli?
Florence Henderson guests on Dave's World after Evening Shade Monday. This is CBS.
Rock Classic Wedge 2. Tested and proven.
I'm going in there.
Only at Foot Locker.
By Comet Liquid Gel Bleach Plus Cleaner. When others can't cut it, Comet can.
It's time to draw the line on tough stains and grease. Introducing Comet Liquid Gel, Bleach Plus Cleaner in a gel. It may just be the best way yet to clean your kitchen. When others can't cut it, Comet can.
This fall, millions of people will laugh, scream, and fall in love. And they'll do it all for free from Diet Coke. Presenting the Coca-Cola Ticket to Entertainment. You could win one of 5 million tickets instantly to select movies like Deceived with Goldie Hawn or Paradise with Melanie Griffith and Don Johnson. Look for specially marked packages of Coca-Cola Classic, Sprite, and Diet Coke. We're getting great reviews. With 100% NutraSweet.
この辺がありますよね。中条さんが生まれたのが昭和48年ですか。この頃はいかがですか。
これはね、やっぱり今度はもっと綺麗に美しくっていうかね、それから純粋にというような文字のね、意味の綺麗なものが多い。なるほど。文字の意味に綺麗さがあると。
ここに秀樹ってありますが、これは西城秀樹さんの影響でもあるんですか。
そうですね。この辺でやはりデビューしてますね、西城秀樹さんがね。
芸能人の影響ってあります。
例えば桃江さんとかね、随分ね、例えば健太郎なんてありますでしょ。清水健太郎さんですか。そうですね、これは。今度この辺に来るとね、アニメの影響ですね。このショーとか。ショーとかね。これはあれですね。ハイティンブギとか。そうです。そうです。だいぶ今度平和になってきて、その辺からね、取っていくようになりますね。そして今やなんだかもうすごいな名前は。女の子のがわかんないねもう。
Beauty of Dance on City View, Sunday at 5:30 on 7th.
If you're worried about hair loss, I understand. Listen to how I felt before I became a client. If there was a way that I could get my hair back gradually, like the way I lost it, I would do that today.
HRC has helped thousands of men and women solve their hair loss problems. John's solution is our gradual process.
Then I called for free information. You can too. Call the toll-free number on your screen and find out how you can feel better about your hair loss and yourself. Now I want to be out there, out seeing clients. With the gradual process, I could have my hair back and nobody would notice. Would you?
Hair Replacement Centers has 10 convenient locations throughout California. For free information, call HRC now at 1-800-545-3800. That's 1-800-545-3800. Call now.
MasterCard, okay? Doesn't make you special. Actually, maybe it does. I mean, right now, the Master Values program can save you up to 25% on all kinds of stuff. You just get the Master Values coupon thingy from your statement, go to one of the stores on the list and say, hey, I got a MasterCard, how about a deal? And they'll say, for you, no problem. So I guess MasterCard really does mean you're special. Just don't let it go to your head. MasterCard, it's more than a credit card, it's smart money.
Crack open a meal. No matter how you fix them, California fresh eggs are quick, easy, and the best value for your food dollar.
Try 'em any way you want 'em. Have some eggs now. That's all right.
13 starts October 26th.
Must have folded my millionth sweater. I'm starving. Want some chicken and stars? And then soup? That's for the kiddie section. We're big girls now. There's a better tasting soup. Progresso chicken noodle. Tender pieces of all white meat chicken with bigger slices of vegetables and just the right seasonings. See the difference?
Well, you're right. Just tastes better.
Now about those Mary Janes.
It's time to go to the better taste, the Progresso.
For 2 funky hours of the hottest tunes on television. It's time for the Cartoon Network's Tune-Up-Palooza!
Maggie's not a cop. She's out her phone with a badge.
TV you'll never forget. The Shield, coming this March to FX.
Do we have everything we need for this meeting?
It's all right here, sir.
Is your data backup as reliable as it should be?
Don't worry, sir. You told me everything.
Ours is. Bright Store Storage Software from Computer Associates.
Wonder what you'd be if you weren't Batman?
Here's your pizza, Chief.
I try not to.
Batman Beyond, this Monday on Kids WB.
Hey, kids! Wake up with Kids WB50. Jumpstart your morning with a supersonic dose of fun. Starting with Sonic Underground. Then swing into the jungle for the ultimate adventure.
Metroid Prime 2 Echoes begins with Samus doing her duty as an intergalactic bounty hunter by investigating a lost patrol of space police on the planet Aether. When she gets there, surprise, surprise, her ship craps out, leaving her stranded. She eventually stumbles upon the Lost Patrol ship, where she finds that bad things have happened. For someone who's supposed to be a savvy bounty hunter, Samus sure has a poor memory. Time after time she investigates a problem, only to have her powers taken away. How about next time you leave the hardware on the ship until you know what's going on, girl? And alas, in Echoes, it happens once again, and Samus sets out to recover her abilities while trying to solve the mystery. And of course, what would a Metroid mystery be without space pirates? And yes, they've also returned, but they're not the only menace on Aether. And then there's Dark Samus, who obviously isn't a girl. No female would be caught dead in the same outfit. Aether has been split into two planes of existence, a dark side and a light side. The toxic dark side is ruled by an evil race called the Ing. Squaring off against foes in the dark world is annoying, because Samus must stay under protective umbrellas or lose extra health. The light-dark mechanic is more irritating than innovative, and many times you'll have to pull a carry and flip.
Whereas the party of the first part having elected to go and you need more than words. You need more than a pen. You need flair. Flair writes feeling. Flair writes ideas. Flair writes colors. Flair writes music. Flair writes emotion. Flair even writes pictures. Man does not live by words alone. Man needs flair. In 12 very human colors.
Announcing Izzy's Great Pizza Feed and Salad Bar.
Now you can try lots of Izzy's pizzas at the same time during our Great Pizza Feed and Salad Bar event. For only $4.95, you get slice after slice after slice of a favorite pizza or a variety of pizzas, all from Izzy's buffet. Plus a trip to our fabulous salad bar, Izzy's Great Pizza Feed and Salad Bar. Just $4.95.
Version. Before computers, there was no practical way to type the thousands of characters called kanji. To deal with the complexity of these symbol words, different systems have been adopted. This version recognizes the corners of a character chosen by the user from a keyboard. By doing away completely with the keyboard interface, CIC's Handwriter treats kanji as graphics. Its built-in dictionary recognizes thousands of characters entered by the user on a digitizing pad. Among the new portables, Fujitsu showed a 16-bit machine with a 25-line by 80-column screen. It comes with 128K of random access memory, expandable to 448K, and up to 512K of ROM. Prices are not set, but will begin around $1,300. The most unusual portable on view was probably the Ampere WS1. Its bizarre clamshell case hides a full-sized screen and a Motorola 68000 chip. The operating system is APL, a compact, powerful language developed in the early 60s for scientific applications.
APL, it's a learning APL language, very powerful language. Also, we developed the new original operation systems called Big DOS. It is a multitasking, multi-user operation skill, completely unique for a lap-size computer. This function is completely unique, so we need a completely unique shape.
By far the most compact machine at the show is the Epson wrist computer, a watch-sized computer on a chip. with a communications port, 2K of RAM, and 4 built-in programs. It also tells time, by the way. Advanced peripherals were preeminent at Comdex, and leading the group was the CD-ROM disc, displayed both by Denon and Sony.
CD-ROM is the kind of new technologies using the CD audio technology.
Move and play with, and those are great. Action figures are great. There's all kinds of reasons to buy collectibles. But when you have a collectible that literally recreates scenes from, you know, the movie and has this amazing ability to be this cool three-dimensional moving collectible.
You just don't get tired of these. And one of the things is, you know, they're so realistic, but the other thing is that they really do have such cool moves.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
That is so wild. You can get any of the 3 for $40. We've never put them on Easy Pay before. They were extremely popular when they weren't on Easy Pay. So, you know, when they are on Easy Pay, they're going to be even more popular. Go Obi-Wan.
And the sculpting again is amazing. The whole piece is
$40 for your choice. Please stay on the line. We are very, very busy. This is C63169. Your choice is Star Wars Episode 1, Talking Banks. Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, or Darth Maul. And don't forget, we do still have one of the original banks, the Darth Vader Interactive Bank, for $29.75. This does not interact with the new characters, by the way. C52967.
A great piece on its
own.
It's
a great piece on its own. It's one of the early talking banks. Lisa Mason has Be Alive coming up for you tomorrow. If you would like to take a look at what that has to offer, it's an amazing show. Take a look. We'll be right back.
The final week for the KFC 19-day December holiday special. A complete 10-piece family meal for just $10.99.
Final week?
Yes, ma'am. It's such a great deal, we could only make it available for a limited time.
Tell me more.
Sure thing. You get 10 pieces of delicious fried chicken, large mashed potatoes with gravy, large coleslaw, and 4 hot buttermilk biscuits, all just $10.99 only at KFC. But hurry, the offer ends Sunday.
It's been a long time since we made a sale. Extra long. Can you guys open? All right, fellas. Thanks a lot. You had a big day. Extra.
Girls, videos, boogie frights, and Twisted Sister are here, packed with episodes including 2 that have never been seen on TV, or get them all on the Ultimate DVD, the main event, loaded with special features like the first ever Powerpuff Girls cartoon. Get them now.
Attending a nationally known college with state-of-the-art labs, award-winning faculty, small classes, and plenty of other activities, then look in your front yard. More than half of all local college students start at Sinclair. They know they get an excellent education, and their credits are welcome at other colleges when they're ready to transfer. They'll also save thousands of dollars and are likely to be more successful at transfer colleges than students who started there. If you're planning on a 4-year degree, start at Sinclair.
Hey guys, can you turn it down? You know, I tried some of those Apple Jacks the other day. They didn't taste like apple.
That's the coolest part of all.
Why?
Dad, you don't get it, do you?
I guess I don't.
He's old. Kellogg's Applejack cereal is part of this complete breakfast. We eat what we like.
Clock Watchers, in which we follow an excellent cast of actors playing temporary workers who get in each other's ways emotionally and physically. Toni Collette, Parker Posey, and Lisa Kudrow co-star.
Credit. Could you hand me a pen, please? Look, you know what? I'm all out. Mine keep disappearing. I can't even find my Jack Shelburne. Here, you can take mine. It's not very sharp, but you can have it. No, that's all right, Irish. You need it. Just take a look at the desk in front of you, please, Paula. I am not about to go picking through somebody else's desk. No one is sitting there. Well, somebody might see me.
And when denied respect, they grab at whatever minutia will make them feel superior.
I think we should go on strike. Just not show up one day.
Can you imagine? They'd be totally lost. They'd be completely scrambled. Especially between 9 and 10. My God, the phones.
What's going on in Clock Watchers is that we are observing, in business management psychology terms, workers being supervised in Theory X style, which assumes that workers are basically lazy and must be watched closely. The more enlightened approach is called Theory Y, and that presumes that workers want to make a contribution and welcome a chance to work hard and be creative. Maybe the same cast should return in a Theory Y version of Clock Watchers. For now, I recommend the highly original Clock Watchers, just out in video stores, my video pick of the week.
Il vient de sortir pour 15 € votre nouvelle ligne, plus de 100 minutes de communication et sans texto, garantie par SFR.
C'est léger, c'est flocon sur ton nez.
Once upon a time, there was a beautiful young girl who was somewhat accident-prone. However, being smart enough to carry 5-star first gear, she simply took her misfortune in stride, even though social interaction was not always what it should be. One day, as luck would have it, she met an attractive young man with the exact same affliction and the same good sense. And from then on, they were inseparable. Most of the time. 5-star first gear from me. Because, you know, stuff happens.
On se fait un petit caprice?
Ici? Tous les deux?
Oh bah d'accord.
Terminus! Tout le monde descend!
Caprice à deux, caprice des dieux. Un fromage si doux, si tendre, qu'on ne veut le partager qu'à deux. Caprice à deux, caprice des dieux.
Why all the excitement? Because with Uncola Miracle Money, you can get $10 in free groceries and 7-Up. I knew it. Just see the new Miracle on 34th Street movie. Hey! Then stop by a 7-Up display for Miracle Money details. And have a happy holiday.
Tired of good girls?
Good night, Charlie.
Ready for some real excitement?
Go bowling.
Bowling? Looking for someone incredibly simple?
Welcome to Fright Night.
Fright Night 2. One taste is
Early introduces Bagel Time Bagels. The bagels you want to take time to eat.
Eat 'em slow, eat 'em slow. Come on, Mom, eat 'em slow. Take your time, take your time. Oh, Daddy, lose your mind.
Leave it to Sara Lee to make Bagel Time. The bagels that are big, crusty, and chewy.
Come on, Papa, eat 'em slow, oh yeah.
Nobody in America sells more office products to more businesses than Office Depot.
You can shop our store. Or you can shop our catalog.
You can shop online.
Taking care of business. It's all mine. Taking care of business and working overtime. Work out.
Office Depot, taking care of business.
Friday, the government saved his life, but he can never see his family again. Now a Valentine's surprise could expose the truth.
I know who you are.
All new now and again. Then, what looks like suicide.
Followed by an all-new Weakest Link. It all starts at 8/7 Central, NBC Monday.
Tonight, it's time to get down for Saturday Night Live with host Jennifer Lopez and music by J-Lo herself. Why? You're just...
Have gained so much. She wished there was a way to make it last longer. Say hello to your fairy godmother, Alice. And long-lasting Gain scent beads. Part of the irresistible scent collection from Gain.
Smooth driving pays off. With Allstate, the safer you drive, the more you save. You've never been in better hands. Allstate. Click or call for a quote today.
I'm a big kid now. My pull-up snow leaf are like made with plants and super, super soft, which makes me so comfy. I could do anything like this. Did you see it?
Yeah.
I'm a big kid now.
Irresistibly smooth chocolate. Made to melt you. Lindor by the Lindt Master Chocolatier.
processor that allows you to display the characters in enlarged sizes, up to nearly 3 times their normal size. It's a great program for those with bad eyesight or for anyone struggling with a laptop in poor lighting conditions. It's made by a company called Skisoft Publishing. Nintendo says it has a new game up its sleeve. It is looking into turning those millions of Nintendo game machines into home terminals for use in a new online service. Nintendo already uses its machines in Japan as data terminals. 21% of U.S. homes now have Nintendo units. Finally, in the computer snafu of the week category, New York Telephone has just patched up one of its long-distance dialing programs after it discovered that everyone else had discovered that a few payphones on the Long Island Expressway would call India, Pakistan, Italy, and Spain without asking for money. A phone company spokesman said it was a computer programming error. That's it for this week's Chronicles. We'll see you next time.
The Computer Chronicles is made possible in part by McGraw-Hill, publishers of Byte Magazine, and BIX, the Byte Information Exchange. In print and online, Byte and BIX serve computer professionals worldwide with detailed information on new hardware, software, and technologies.
Green novel, Brave New World. Now, in that book as well, introduced the concept of extreme golf with a sport called obstacle golf. That was 1933, and he probably never expected what the Xbox would do to that sport.
Pull straight back on the left analog stick to start your swing. Watch the swing power increase
this
as
is
it moves
a
left
blast.
along the swing meter. Push forward to set swing power and strike the ball.
Now, wouldn't it be great if golf was a little more sexy?
This is bad.
And a little more violent. Well, my dreams finally came true. Simon & Schuster Interactive has come out with an extreme golf game. The characters are outrageous. In terms of a golf simulation, you'll find similar elements of more reserved games in the genre.
Up to smack a tee shot.
There's a lot of flash and crazy commentary.
Oh, it's hit a ton.
And here's the best part. You can beat people up.
That ball was hit with a serious vengeance. Oh, there must be something going on at home.
The video speaks for itself.
Are you man enough for El Suave? Now that's getting a hold of ball. Looks like there might be some trouble.
Outlaw Golf will be out for the Xbox in March.
Okay, so Outlaw Golf is more of a realistic golf sim than an extreme sport. We still want to see what would happen if Lynx went full contact. Now, speaking of full contact, we've got battle bots back here. There's also boxing, only in this case, you're going to have to take the gloves off, because this is Boxing Fever for the Game Boy Advance. If you're looking to get your first-person boxing fix, Boxing Fever is now out for the Game Boy Advance. The game controls as well as you'd expect from your typical boxing title. You have a myriad of attacks and combos, plus effective blocking abilities. It also
Product not yet rated.
Ethel Smith plays Blame It on the Samba. And 3 popular friends, Donald Duck, Joe Carioca, and Eric Kwan, add to the high voltage rhythm.
Ichabod and Mr. Toad. Ichabod.
Boom, 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 boom.
Ichabod and Mr. Toad. Ichabod, Ichabod, Ichabod and Mr.
Patrick, do you know what we're in the middle of?
The ocean?
Yes, but what else?
The day!
The Nicktoons Summer Splash!
Oh, yay!
Know what's next? More wild thornberries. Know what else is next? More talking fish. It's all good.
Don't forget about today's daily Nick You Pick. Log on to nick.com and vote for the show you want to see today at 5:30, 4:30 Central. It's completely out of my hands, Fins. That's more wild thornberries next. And your daily Nick You Pick at 5:30. Start voting.
So what we have here is a classic story, well told, beautifully drawn, with an occasional musical sequence that's memorable. That's more than enough for me to give thumbs up to The Prince of Egypt.
Oh, I get thumbs up too, Gene. I thought this was a wonderful animated film, and all the more so because it tells a genuine, legendary, and historical story and doesn't necessarily cute it up into all kinds of stuff with little, cute little Egyptian birds dancing around and so forth. And the thing that kind of struck me, not long ago I saw Cecil B. DeMille's original silent version of the Ten Commandments, and then of course he made the famous sound version. And this has now become kind of like a movie archetype with the slaves groaning as they try to pull these enormous rocks to build the pyramids, and the slave drivers and the pharaoh and so forth. And it becomes an enormously powerful story that actually it was DeMille who first set it into motion, because his visual ideas from the 20s are still being used now in the 90s.
We both know that animation was originally used to make fables come alive, classic stories. Well, this is, of course, one of the key stories in human history, and you're quite right. It has an energy, even though we know it. So and actually, in a sense, because we know it, we can sit back and appreciate the artfulness of the film.
What about the great scene everybody remembers from seeing Ten Commandments on television, the parting of the Red Sea? It is done so well here. I mean, the way that the animation makes the water seem to stand up looks really so much more convincing than the special effects in the live action film.
Also, I felt that during the story, a little religiosity did creep through. There was some moments when you thought a value system was being presented.
I agree with you. You know, I love animation. I love it most of all when it gets a little bit off the beaten path, because it doesn't all have to be just cute little talking animals. It can sometimes deal with great stories and great concepts, and here's an example where it does. Okay, next movie. And our next movie is Shattered Image, a film so deliberate.
Help me! Things in the light are not the same in the dark.
Prizes are up for grabs and on the spot weeknights at 6:30.
It's Tom Peterson's Happy Day Sale. Put on a happy face with a free Tom Peterson watch. Buy this RCA 20-inch colored television, $199, or this GE 25-inch colored TV console for $339, you save $60. Or buy the Zenith 25-inch, only $399. If you prefer terms, your choice, only $20 a month. Now that's Tom Peterson's The Happy Place to Buy. It's worth the trip.
It's a Radio Shack Merry Christmas.
Meet our family's newest member.
Our new high-performance Tandy 1000 EX. PC compatible and now at an incredible $799, including a Christmas bonus color monitor. We saved $300.
And it came with desk-made software like word processing, budgeting, filing, and more.
Of course, all work and no play.
Makes a dull computer.
Right.
The Tandy 1000 EX computer, just $799, only at Radio Shack.
Stop into Lee's and pick up a 3-piece chicken dinner for only $2.99. Everybody's picking Lee's chicken, famous recipe style, crunchy or crispy plus, and now delicious oven-roasted chicken. Take your pick. Lee's 3-piece chicken dinner, only $2.99. Includes 2 vegetables or salad, a biscuit, and your choice. 3 kinds of chicken. Lee's 3-piece chicken dinner, only $2.99.
That's why everybody's picking Lee's chicken.
arcade game on this thing.
Uncle Ned,
What?
that's not the TV.
Well, what is this?
Here, watch.
At Packard Bell, we torture test every computer we make, so they can pass the toughest test of all, home.
See?
He was out.
Packard Bell, the computer the world comes home to. Featuring the Intel Pentium 2 processor.
How do I get the news on this thing?
The 16th Annual Daytime Emmy Awards will continue in a moment. Moments to love on another world.
Considering a new 60-gig PS3 retails for $600, let's take a quick look at some of these auctions and see what people are getting. This is a little eBay by the numbers. Earlier today, we saw the highest price paid for a 60-gig PS3 unit, $9,000.
Wow.
Now, according to eBay Marketplace Research, today's average selling price for in-hand units, approximately 2,700 bones.
Man, I wish I was in line waiting.
And if you want a quick deal and a better price, you got to use Buy It Now, because the average sold Buy It Now price approximately $2,100, which that's kind of unusual, actually.
Yeah.
Now, with PayPal and overnight shipping, you could have a brand new PS3 in your hands by early tomorrow morning, just in time to get the gaming out of your system and get in line for a Wii. But let's watch an auction that's ending right now. This is an auction that we had. We knew it was ending sooner. It was. The current bid was $940. We're going to refresh the page. Hope you didn't pop in porn.
$1,825.
There you go. It is done. Let's see one more. Well, this one was going for $1,230. We refresh. $2,425.
This is fun. Keep doing them. Refresh, refresh.
We got another one coming down. $2,200.
That was $2,200, and now it is.
Well, that was anticlimactic. That didn't change much. How about this one, though? $1,175.
Now
should be ending.
$2,425.
Wow. So as you can see,
that's fun.
Them's going for big bones on eBay.
But, you know, if people are going to stand in line and risk getting beat and shot, then they deserve
They clearly deserve it.
And if people are going to pay for it, I mean, they have the money to throw it away.
I don't know what else you could really say about all this, except it came from eBay! Scene. All of you people should be ashamed of yourselves. How dare you exploit a global tech powerhouse like Sony? They need the money, folks.
I know. Hello. Have patience, everyone. Have patience.
All right, if you think we're done here, you got another thing coming. Our coverage of the PS3 Day 1 is in full force for another hour. I don't know why I did that. And there's way more Attack of the Show coming up.
Yeah, we've got game, demos, reviews, and a brand new loop breaking down the day's events and much more. We're not lying when we say we are worth watching, and we are TV's only source for all the stuff you care about.
Hello, is that Booper? Good. You see, my doctor says I've got a mole that needs removing. Yes, it is quite annoying. Next Tuesday. Fine.
You can get treatment in a Bupa hospital, whether you're insured by Bupa or not.
Pack your bag, sunshine. Go on.
Bupa, the health and care people.
Hang on, isn't that the just a chain water her thing? Oh, what are they? Oh, they're just something I picked up in a supermarket. You probably wouldn't even like them. Karen? Oh, thanks.
Oh dear, I've taken 5 by accident.
Don't worry.
Deliciously Moorish Cadbury Snaps, made for sharing.
I could have been the fastest fire engine, or turn you into the scariest monster. I could have even flown to the moon. But what chance did I have? I contained a digital interactive TV.
Thoughts of Gerald Owens on 9 Eyewitness News.
These highly sophisticated food critics are tasting Jell-O gelatin made with juice instead of cold water. The food critics are wowed. It really shakes up your mouth. Ah, sophistication.
I expect a lot of my family. I expect Joe to get heartburn, Tony to get nausea, and Sarah indigestion at the mere sight of food.
Instead, Joe would get indigestion, Tony diarrhea, and I'd end up with heartburn. I just keep first aid handy at all times.
Pepto-Bismol relieves more stomach problems than any of these other leading medicines.
I expect the unexpected.
Pepto-Bismol, first aid for heartburn, diarrhea, nausea, indigestion, and upset stomachs.
College professors who teach their students good health learn something new every day. Look what the makers of Allerest have done. They've created Allerest Sinus Pain Formula. It relieves allergies and sinus pain in one maximum strength, aspirin-free sinus pain medicine. It erases allergy symptoms, congestion, and agonizing sinus pain. Allerest Sinus Pain Formula.
Need 12-hour allergy relief? Look for these Allerest 12-hour allergy relief medicines.
With time, your doctor's help, and Paxil, life can feel like life again. Paxil, your life is waiting.
Every day, AmeriDebt helps more people with money problems.
My credit card debt was outrageous. Then I called AmeriDebt. They contacted my creditors and got my payments almost cut in half.
AmeriDebt is a nonprofit organization that offers free consultations to consumers seeking to eliminate their debt.
Every month I pay our credit card bills, but the balances never seem to get smaller.
AmeriDebt got our interest rates reduced, and now the balances are dropping dramatically.
Call 1-800-447-8000. AmeriDebt, helping America get out of debt.
Next up, Rex Smith sings and the arrival of the 101st balloon in the Macy's Parade.
For the island of Guadalcanal. I pick one slightly over the other. This is not an exact science, because I suspect the imagery in Malick's film will be more lasting than the emotions aroused by Spielberg. Here are two films that are certainly action-filled, but also contain ideas.
Well, The Thin Red Line is not on my list of the 10 best films of the year, and although I think it's a good film and a thought-provoking one, I don't think it's entirely successful, and I think one of the reasons it isn't is the uneasy way that the ideas are laid on top of the action and don't seem to fit. I never really believed that these essentially literary and poetic notions would be occurring to these soldiers under those conditions at that time. It seemed like they were visitors from another movie. It's as if a war movie had Malick's Days of Heaven pressed down upon it as another layer, and
but
it
Roger,
didn't work.
You know the old line about you find God in the foxhole, so people who might not be poetic are inspired.
Oh, you find God in the foxhole, all right, but you don't necessarily find the way to write like a poet or like a philosopher. You know, it would have been more effective if the voiceovers had been in the vernacular, I think.
Well, I prefer that to the Army grunt.
Okay, number 2 on my list is another film where the visual look is a central part of the drama. We had a lot of those this year. This film is Pleasantville, directed by Gary Ross, about two modern-day young people who are magically transported back into a 1950s black and white sitcom. They bring with them the seeds of change, and in an audacious stroke of visual trickery, whatever changes appears here in color.
You all right? What am I going to do?
During the early scenes of Pleasantville, I thought of it primarily as sort of a sitcom itself. But then the film began to reveal its deeper meanings.
There is something you can do right now to help your children get iron and zinc they need to grow. These Kellogg's cereals. A healthier life is within your reach. So tomorrow morning, help yourself. Kellogg's.
Denny's Original Grand Slam Breakfast is now just $1.99.
$1.99? Are you out of your mind?
Crazy. You get 2 eggs.
News, Mr. Keebler. Can you tell us what your new sandwich cookies look like? No comment. Well, we hear they've got creamy fillings. No comment.
Keebler introduces new EL Fudge sandwich cookies. Buttery cookies with creamy fudge. Chocolatey cookies with peanut butter middles. And chocolatey cookies with vanilla cream.
We hear they're all delicious.
They are? Oh, were you talking to the cookie?
The cookie? No comment.
New EL Fudge sandwich cookies from Keebler.
I no longer have to rush home or be at home at a certain time to watch my favorite shows.
With TiVo, it's
You tell it what program you want to watch, you press a button, and it's done.
TiVo records things automatically for me by my selecting a season pass.
And it will record them whenever they come on, even if they change times.
With TiVo, you're in control of what you're watching.
It's magic.
Learn more at TiVo.com or visit these retailers.
Officially, cricket is played in whites at a leisurely pace. The official players are gentlemen of restraint who have to drink the official drink. Nah. Pepsi. Nothing official about it.
Nothing official about it.
Stylish are now one of the best values in America. Yes, for a limited time, buy the Super NES Super Set and get 5 complete Mario games standard. Mario! You'll find the Super Set is like no other system. In performance, handling, and mode 7 control, you'll get Super Mario World, and for $3.50 in postage, Super Mario All-Stars free with 4 Mario games in 1. Mario! So stop by your Nintendo dealer today. When it comes to value, don't forget Super Nintendo Super Set.
Expect Lexus to unveil our latest line of cars after inspecting them once, or twice, or perhaps 3 times. But each of our cars must pass.
There are lots of balsam products, but this is the one that started it all. Wella Balsam. It's the original balsam. It makes hair strong, shiny, easy to comb in just 1 minute. That's why everyone tried to copy it, because it works. See, you can tell the difference, and so can your hair. Get the original Wella Balsam Instant Hair Conditioner and Wella Balsam Conditioning Shampoo. You'll love your hair.
Audiophile.
6 months ago, Canadian trio The New Deal set out on a mission to build their own mobile recording unit and capture the sound and energy from their innovative live shows. Audiophile caught up with them during a tour stop in San Francisco.
First, the live instrument creates the music, the DJ samples a live musician, and now we're trying to emulate somewhat what the DJ produces from sampling the live musician. So it's like come around full circle. Studio sound would be taking the energy of house music, electronic music, and expanding on that.
Our creative element in our performance was best when we played live. So we decided to try and capture that. We had recorded about 60 shows from our winter and spring tour, which was ended up being about 120 hours of music.
We learned a lot of things along the way, everything from like how we mic the drums, because that's a huge thing, is because you're dealing with house music is very precise, perfect, tonally, sonically, everything's perfect. To be able to recapture that in a live setting was a bit of a task.
The record's called The New Deal. The way the music had been created and the way it was performed to us was all very New Deal. It's 14 tracks on it, very New Deal. We recorded it on a 16-track machine with a tape operator we brought out on the road.
And we took that raw material and listened back and see what we liked from 45 shows. We recorded everything on the CDR and referenced back into that, then find little moments we liked.
We multi-track recorded them, so we had, in theory, the same kind of independent control over every instrument that one would have in the studio. We brought our own mics, 16 mics, our own snakes, effects, 2 DA88 digital audio machines.
Welcome back to Extended Play at the International Toy Fair.
The fantasy-themed turn-based strategy game Disciples: The Sacred Lands turned out to be a surprise success for its developer, Strategy First.
Well, now there's a follow-up, Disciples 2, Dark Prophecy. But the question here is it just a rehash of the original, or is there something new?
A decade ago, the first great wars had spread blood throughout the lands. Half of their realm fled behind their great runic portal. The others driven mad out of fear of the Ragnarok.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for that Ragnarok.
Disciples 2 Dark Prophecy is Strategy First's latest entry into the niche genre of fantasy-inspired turn-based strategy. At its heart, it's a war game, and players will find themselves engaging in the familiar ritual of managing resources, raising an army, and crushing the opposition. This is a lean, well-crafted game that's very easy to learn, yet holds plenty of strategic depth for the experienced player. Careful choices must be made when building your army, and the addition of special units like the Thief class, who can pull off all kinds of covert actions, gives the player added incentive to try new strategies. Graphically, Disciples 2 has gotten a major overhaul from the previous game. The artwork, though interesting to look at, will occasionally force you to play Find the Army on the main map. Fortunately, there's an option to help make your forces stand out. Well, that's better. Disciples 2 is less a sequel and more a major upgrade of the first game. Under normal circumstances, this would warrant a 3-star rating, but with all the tweaks, balancing, and visual flourish, this title really comes off as a superior product. Do we recommend it? You bet, with a hearty 4 out of 5.
Burn their souls. Now, if the graphical style of Disciples 2 just doesn't do it for you, but it is doing it for our little buddy over here, you may want to wait for Heroes of Might and Magic 4. That's going to be a huge graphical overhaul to the series. Now, this here is Dog from the Butt Ugly Martians, and he's similar to a concept you might find in Aldous Huxley's
own boss called the American Dream.
Because if I'm going to work hard for someone, I want it to be myself.
You can't get ahead working for somebody else. You need to be in business for yourself. Come to the Franchise and Business Opportunity Show this weekend. In one day, you can see a wide variety of opportunities that could put you in a successful business of your own.
There's a good selection of opportunities.
Franchises, distributorships, home businesses. See them all this weekend at the Santa Clara Convention Center. Don't miss it, or you could miss out on your future.
Shamu has a huge new home. Boy, is he celebrating. 4 new shows from out of the blue. A SeaWorld breakthrough just for you.
Hydro Rockets, blast off! Only Airhogs Hydro Rockets feature the new autofill loading system. Just pump it up. Airhogs Hydro Rockets reach heights over 150 feet. Real performance. Airhogs Hydro Rockets, new from Spin Master.
I need a $10 raise. You got it. I do? How about 15?
Bob and Mary, a fun-loving couple, get together. See Mary Tyler Moore at 4 and Bob Newhart at 4:30, followed by News Center 4 at 5.
増量。うまいチラシは具で選ぶ。おいしい。長谷園の新寿司太郎。よそ行ってもいっぱい食べんなよ。
イカリア清介です。
はい、どうも。3回言えば気が済むでしょう、もう。
締めたいな。しかし、今回はですね、特別番組ということで、我々2人が司会をさせていただいたんですが、次回からはですね、イカリア清介さん本人が、こんばんは、イカリア清介です。これをしていただくことになっています。
そうですね、ちょっと役不足だったかもしれませんけれども、今年もドリフ大爆笑は毎月1回この火曜ワイドスペシャルの時間に放送されます。
Okay, William Tell, this better be good. Do you drink La Terrain coffee? No. We can still use the apple again.
For McDonald's. Every Wednesday at McDonald's, you can enjoy a hamburger for just 29 cents. Sundays, pick up a 39-cent cheeseburger. Mondays, get a 6-piece chicken McNuggets for just 79 cents. And now, every morning, enjoy a 99-cent sausage McMuffin with egg.
You can take off, you can take it all in. You can be the best. You can see it. Blue skies fading tonight. Head for home where love is shining bright.
Cavalier, America's best-selling car line. The #1 choice for people who know where they're going. Drive today's Chevy. Live today's Chevy. Cavalier.
U.S. Marshals, drop it!
USA's hit series returns in plain sight. All new season premieres tomorrow at 10 on USA. Characters welcome.
These are the kids that I hang out with. They're all cool in different ways, but we're a lot alike too. Cause you know, we all deal with the same stuff, same decisions. Like smoking. Forget it. We all came up with the same answer. Not for us. We don't have to smoke to be different. Being ourselves is enough.
Quarterbacks are supposed to wear numbers from 1 to 19. So I wear number 12. But I'm not always a quarterback. Sometimes I'm a running back. A very slippery running back. Running backs are supposed to wear numbers from 20 to 45. Well, I ain't changing numbers. I suppose the league could crack down and find me. But first, they're gonna have to catch me. Gotta go.
The NFL on Fox. Same game, more attitude. Returns August 12th.
Adrian!
You can't handle the truth.
Adrian!
You talking to me? You dirty rat.
What we've got here is a failure to communicate.
Adrian! Go ahead. Pick my day.
Luke, I'm your father.
If movies are your life, look for specially marked General Mills products. You could instantly win free admission to the movies for 25 years at Famous Players Theaters. Big screen, big sound, big difference. You may never want to leave.
Houston, we have a problem.
If you'd like to get $750, you've come to the right commercial. From now through April 3rd, Lincoln Mercury will give you $750 back on a new Capri, $750 on a new Zephyr, or $750 on a new Cougar. Apply it to your down payment or get a check direct from Lincoln Mercury. $750 from Lincoln Mercury. Because if you like what you've seen, you'll love what you save.
Come on, kid. I'm Drew Brees.
And I'm Harry.
Who?
From One Direction. Platinum album.
Dudes, won the Super Bowl.
On the cover.
MVP.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
If you give him to Pepsi, you can be in the band.
Really?
And live while we're young.
So do you guys think being fast is better than being slow?
Yes! It's better to be fast, to not be bitten by a werewolf, and then you'll be turned into one, and you'll have to stay in, and then you'll have to get shaved because you'll be too hot, and then you're like, which means I wish I was back to a human.
What?
It's not complicated. Faster is better. And iPhone 5 downloads fastest on AT&T 4G.
Realities involved and the expertise that's involved. The one thing I liked about the film is that they showed that the guy who was running the American Express brokerage outfit, Peter Cohn, just was unmatched, out of his league. These guys, I mean, the KKR group was very, very sharp. I mean, you know, I enjoyed them not being played in a cartoon way, but having real talent.
This is a movie about adult issues and adult characters, and it was so refreshing to see these people operating at a level where the movie didn't condescend to the audience and accepted the fact that this was a serious subject.
Larry Gelbart is one of the best writers around. He makes it understandable. It's a lot of fun, and in terms of production values, hey, this is not a step cousin.
It's a good-looking film. When we come back, we'll take a look at last year's Grand Jury Prize winner from the Cannes Film Festival, Stolen Children from Italy.
Here's a soft drink.
What is it?
Sugar-free Dr. Pepper.
Doesn't taste like a diet soft drink.
I'm reading the can.
I can't taste that aftertaste. Let me see. Ooh!
Oh, what a surprise. The taste is gonna open your eyes. Sugar-free Dr. Pepper. Sugar-free Dr.